Hello, welcome to DnDnRaillery. We're a dumb show about epic adventures. I am the Dungeon Master Justin. Over on camera left, we have Casey playing Ashler.
I don't know what this one.
No, this one.
Yeah, I'll try and reach my hand all the way over there.
Hello.
And then we have Kathy playing
Zayna.
I play Ashler, by the way.
With the Z. He said that.
Did he really?
He did.
God, no one ever listens to the host.
I don't.
And on camera right.
Hello.
Hello.
Just go sit in his chair and be him for 2 seconds.
We have Justin playing Beartooth.
I am Beartooth.
A little loud. Come on.
I am Beartooth.
Yeah. Learn to project.
I am
the Beartooth.
I am the Beartooth.
I am the Beartooth.
I'm playing with frogs. The frogs. I would like to do a thing.
I would like to do the Explorer.
I do not do the thing. By any means. That song doesn't. That dice doesn't.
So thanks for tuning in. Real quick self-plugs. We have a Twitter. We also have an Instagram. Both of those are DnDnRaillery. That's RaILLERY.
And Facebook.
And we also have a Facebook. So Facebook.com/DnDnRaillery.
Hold on, now I gotta be Justin for realsies. Okay. Okay, continue.
Yeah, and then the Twitter handle is at DnDnRaillery, and the Instagram, which is run by our fantastic art department, Casey, as well, is Instagram.com/DnDnRaillery.
Okay.
Our YouTube link is already in the chat, but I will go ahead and copy and paste that one more time in case it's not there, because I don't know how Mixer works. So, bam.
I'm
I'm
gonna drink that.
So, with that out of the way, Bear doing his Rip It. He will be back within 5 minutes.
He's a ribbit.
His
Ribbit with the frogs.
He's doing a ribbit. Yeah, he's doing a ribbit. Yes,
with the frogs.
With the frogs. Yes.
Ribbit.
So,
there needs to be a penis on this paper.
we find our party where the last stuff left off. They had received a job from a elf named Serenar, basically to deliver some cargo using their ship, the Matilda. To deliver some cargo to a eccentric wizard named Magnick the Magnificent. Eccentric. On their trekking trip there.
Our trekking trip.
They were
tripping trek.
assaulted by pirates who were trying to steal the cargo.
I will smite you.
After a lovely ship-to-ship battle, in which our crew won and stole the ship. Well, commandeered. You didn't steal it.
I know. I already thought about that. It's already in my cart. Sorry.
Commandeered the ship and prisoners. You guys made it to Magnick the Magnificent's tower.
He was magnificent.
A wonderful wizard tower.
He wasn't really impressive.
He wasn't.
He was not.
This Doc Brown type had a few little traps, but you guys basically found out that the cargo were actually slaves. 3 slaves, basically a husband, wife, and child. And you guys had the moral dilemma of not wanting to deliver them. Therefore, you decided to...
For me.
A lovely little... I'm not sure how to call it. I guess you guys had a plan, kind of?
I think our plan worked pretty great.
Our plan was on point. What we didn't account for was the bear factor.
Yeah, the bear factor is...
we should always account for the bear factor.
He is the proverbial wrench in a plan.
He is the proverbial dump.
We did get the money.
You guys,
got the money.
You guys not only got the money, you saved the peoples, you killed your prisoner.
Now I'm worried about his son.
And got...
One killed prisoner. There's nobody to complain if they're all dead.
That's what I'm saying.
And then you
Not what you
proceeded
say,
to
but
as the tower started to shake and rumble, Bear decided to do an explore and ran into the tower as its big doors were shutting. Ashler
Just
then
could not let him do
accompanied.
Adventures of
I ran
Ashley and
after
Bear.
Yep. And Zaina, of course, ran back to the ship, dropped off the money, dropped off a book that she'd found, and then also made her way inside
Wizard's book.
with the assistance of Darren the Blues, the captain of the Matilda. With Darren the Blues' help, made her way in and proceeded to make sure Darren did not make his way in. All this can be
Blue
seen
did a thing.
on our YouTube channel.
Zaina the Blue did a thing.
You guys explored the Mage Tower, finding it to be pretty different.
I have 19 frogs. It was epic.
Yes. Zaina found a wand that seems to let her control frogs. You guys found...
Would you like to know my frogs' names?
You guys found a... yes, what are the frogs' names?
My frogs' names are, literally, my frogs' names. Kevin, Bob, Jacoby Jr., Marco, Polo, Ashy, Berber, Green, Orange, George of the Jungle, Stuart, Blue, Rope, Phil, Tim, Jerry, Dave, Ribbit, and you. I had 20. One died.
One died.
So mysterious.
You'd also found a
potion of frog things.
That's true. You also had found a other creature. A...
Homunculus?
Homunculus. They found a homunculus, presumably the Magnificent's homunculus.
Familiar.
No, specifically homunculus. It is different.
Not a familiar.
Yep.
Okay.
It's slightly different.
Okay.
And you also, while exploring the tower, came across werewolf creatures and basically a lesser beholder, a creature known as a spectator. I'm not sure if any of you guys actually figured that out. I think you guys, somebody rolled Arcana, and I think somebody figured out what it was, but in the midst of the battle. But it's a spectator. Basically, it's a lower version of a beholder. And you guys killed it in flying colors. But the homunculus, who was named... I can't remember what you guys named it. Or he named himself. Yeah, Manuel. He was on Beartooth's shoulder. Beartooth was struck by a confusion ray and proceeded to punch it out of existence.
I picked up all the clay.
He's dead.
I picked up all the clay.
He's dead too.
I might save him. Might do a save for a bear.
But after defeating the spectator, you guys proceeded to explore a little bit further into the tower, found a basement. Well, a staircase that leads down into just a dead-end hallway.
Not in there. Those are just pics.
No, wasn't there one out? I thought I seen one.
I did not.
Enter a hunter.
Hey, Hunter Walker.
Yeah, he's like... And, I don't have my knife on me. Sorry, bro. So, with that is where we actually left off.
You're doing an explorer.
We'll keep this kind of, shortish and briefish, as far as your explore of the rest of the tower. You guys have pretty much explored most of the tower.
No, you said we didn't go left.
Didn't go left.
After the window.
Yeah, technically you didn't, yeah. There's not a whole lot. What? Hey, Baby, just in time. I'm just now wrapping up the recap from last week.
The new bar and grill is opening this week.
Ooh. Thank you. I was you. I did a good you. I had glasses and a pencil and twisted my mustache and everything.
So, with that, last we left, you guys were basically in the tower. We're not in initiative, or speaking of which, actually, hey, why don't you guys roll for initiative?
Can do that.
For those of you who are new here watching us, I prefer to roll initiative ahead of time. That way we can move directly into initiative when it's necessary, instead of everybody kind of like trying to do all the things before initiative actually happens.
24.
20, fucking Christ.
19. I thought I was going to be the highest one.
Bear with a 24. Ash with a 19. I assume Zane is going to be below that with a...
11!
All right.
A 1d1!
I will get some initiatives of my own.
A lot of misses. That's a lot of
Some
D's.
initiatives of my own. Well,
Lots of D's!
I always prepare
Lots of
a
Ds.
good handful of initiatives just to be safe.
Lots of D's.
It was a lot of Ds. Okay.
For an empty tower.
Well, there might
Well,
be
we're down,
nothing in
we're
there.
down the stairs. We're facing a wall for like the basement.
Yep.
Yeah.
Whatever.
As far as you guys have found out, there were appear to be no.
Did we do a rest?
Technically, no, but you guys.
That's what I
Spoiler
was-
alert, you'll be able to. I mean, that's what I was gonna say. We're gonna keep the rest of the tower kind of short and sweet because
But we really
there's
couldn't
plenty
get
other
into it.
things to be doing.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
At the dead end of the staircase that went down, there really didn't appear to be much down there. Just an empty dead end. You guys tried investigating. You didn't find any Scooby-Doo bricks that
Oh, I
opened
thought
up
there
any
was a door.
walls. Nope. They're just a nondescript brick. As if they're,
I would have taken the time to do the detect magics.
I believe you did. And there was nothing.
God damn it. I went to fire hands and blast the wall.
You can certainly try. Fire hands, you basically just have
Produce
a...
flame.
Yeah. Produce flame.
And
You
a
have a little
sizzly ball of fire.
It is a brick wall, so not a whole lot happens. I mean, it's the produce flame creates a small fire. Does it? You can't. Yeah, you can use it as an attack. Can you? That's right. Yeah, it's like a D6 or something. Yeah.
D8.
D8, really? For produce flame? That's pretty crazy. It's almost the same damage as
Whoa.
fucking firebolt.
I done did a D8. D8. 1d8.
So you start basically trying to, I assume, kind of same way you're doing through the door, kind of trying to melt some of the brick.
No. I'm throwing it.
Throwing it. Okay.
And it doesn't work. And I do it again. I just keep blasting all of the bricks.
The bricks.
It's making me mad.
The bricks are pretty thick stone. They don't really seem to react a whole lot. Yeah.
So are we taking a short rest while she blasts the wall?
You guys will essentially have enough time to have a rest.
Need me my tinker points back. Or I am useless.
For you are missing all. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Thank you, sir. Have I ever told you that you're the best? You're my favorite player here.
I'm okay with that.
So was it long rest?
Yeah, you guys will get a long rest, yep. Because, spoiler alert, there's nothing left of hostility in the tower. I believe I said that there was still
There's
the one
still
werewolf.
two werewolves. Yeah.
There's still one werewolf technically that is unaccounted for.
Oh, yeah, it was two.
Was it two? I believe
No,
it
you
was
killed
two.
you killed the second one.
I gave the.
There's 3 doors.
3 doors. You guys
First
killed the
one.
2. You killed the
Left the
second
other
one.
2.
Yeah, we just left the other two.
But they were gone because I believe you guys went and checked after the spectator. And another visitor. Hello.
We should do a pause.
What'd you do?
Do a pause?
We should do a pause.
You done?
Oh,
Sorry.
you have to recap. They can't see that, unfortunately. All right.
Can they see it now?
Yes, they can. They can also hear you now.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
We have peoples.
So, you guys are in the tower. You guys will have enough time to have a long rest. Spoiler alert, even if you guys came across the werewolves, we wouldn't have to play it out. You guys would be able to take them down.
Dag-nabbit.
Okay.
I mean, it's kind of one of those... It's a little loose end, but...
Totally, my notes said heard about job. I was flipping so fast, so I thought it said hand job. And I was like,
You would write hand job on this.
Making sure there's no more dicks on my paper.
Don't look at me. I'm way over here.
So, what would you guys like to do? How would you like to proceed?
are you done playing with my frogs?
Yeah.
I got nothing.
I'm not. Or are we really gonna make it?
I guess since the tower is empty and we've gone through every room, correct?
Well, not really.
Not the jungle room.
Not the jungle room. Let's.
I'm not going in the jungle room. I've told you that a million times. I have no line of sight. Look up to the jungle. No.
It's got fun and games.
Beartooth would like to do and explore.
That's what happens when you let him decide.
Beartooth would like to explore in the jungly room. All right.
Yes.
So you head inside. Do you have any light sources of any kind?
Oh.
The flower. The flower.
Oh, is Zayna also doing an explorer? The flower.
I'm not leaving. I will not leave this one by himself.
Yeah, that's right. You did give him a.
No, I have no light source.
It's the flower from the foyer. I lit it up.
Yep. Essentially cast light on it.
Yeah.
Can you
I sparkled dust on it.
In video game terms.
Yes, sir.
They haven't asked. I didn't play with them
asked 3
yesterday.
times today. I thought they were
I
grounded.
have asked a lot.
Yeah.
But they were only grounded for a day, and then one more.
Yes, leave me alone.
All right. So you guys head into the jungly, somewhat looking greenhouse looking
not
room.
going in there.
We hold my frogs.
I could
I
try.
also have that stuff that...
I'm not being held
wait.
accountable.
Can I find a basket?
Find a basket.
Like a picnic basket with a lid that closes?
A picnic basket.
Like a picnic basket.
The only
Please,
thing-
Yogi?
The closest things you've been able to see or find have been the.
There's a flower vase.
Yeah, the flower vases. Yeah.
You gonna stuff your frogs in there?
Would they hold all 19 of my frogs?
Yeah,
Maybe between 2 of them. You dump out all the flowers in the dirt.
Oh, it's a pot.
Well, I mean, they're flower vases.
How big are my frogs? Are they like full-grown toad size, or are they like?
I'm sure they're pretty toad sized.
I think that's
They're
what I was
pretty close
thinking.
toad size. They're definitely frogs, and obviously poisonous in some way. Not necessarily like toxic.
They listen to me, right?
You have seems that way with that one that you have, yeah.
I would like to instruct them one by one, like Merlin, to jump into the vase and to stay in the vases.
Yeah.
I would like to hand the vases to Ash.
I
you hold
won't
my frogs?
hold them. You can just set them down beside me. Also, I'm not being held accountable if they're not all here when you get back.
They'll stay.
Kiddo.
Oh, Jesus.
So, hello,
Never want to play
JBM
D&D.
31.
Don't have children.
JBM 31, hello. And also, Johnny Be Good, you've been here this whole time. Hello. So, Zayna puts her frogs, all 19 of them,
Holy crap.
in the 2 vases, however
Vase?
fancy you want to sound.
Vases.
She puts half of them in a vase and half of them in a vase.
Because there are 2.
And you proceed, Beartooth, to open the door to the... Inside this room, it looks like kind of like a greenhouse. There are no lights.
Her tablet's
It
missing.
is
Her
immediately
tablet charger's missing.
humid.
She has no idea where it's at.
Oh,
It's not
that'd probably be my fault. It's probably, I think it's plugged
It's
in the
up.
kitchen.
It's up by the right side
Not
of
the
the
kitchen
sink
counter.
where I have my phone plug.
I told her just to go into the bathroom and grab her dicks.
Okay.
That was my fault.
Oh, the shame. How dare you
My phone
upset
was
my
at
daughter.
literally 1% this morning.
Can I have my ghoster?
So,
Can I have my ghoster?
you open the door to it. It's very humid. You smell. Again, I don't think any of you guys have probably actually been in a jungle, but it has that thick smell of flora, fauna,
Moisture.
moisture. Yes, it's very humid. Inside, once you start using the flower that Ashley gave you, you can see roughly 20 feet around you, give or take. It is lined up much like a greenhouse. There's a lot of plants up on tables, down below the tables, even some hanging plants.
Can I do a perception check to see what I see in there? Because
Yeah.
is it dark or is it?
I mean, you got your light, so you can see generally around you. That was a long fucking roll.
16.
16. Are you stepping into the room at all, I assume, or?
Yeah.
Okay. So you step in, you're kind of peering around a little bit using your the flower light. See much what I described already. The room seems to go for probably about 40 to 50 feet. And then maybe probably about 60 feet wide. It's a pretty decent sized greenhouse. As far as the plants there, most of them you're going to be unfamiliar with because of where you come from. but there's definitely some exotic things. This looks like a big greenhouse.
Are there any bugs?
There actually would be a handful, yeah. Nothing that, with exception, nothing that seems overly dangerous. Some mosquitoes, maybe some few bees here and there, but
I don't know what to do at this point. I'm in a greenhouse.
Anything in there?
Yeah.
Zayna, anything in there?
There's some flowers and some bees and some mosquitoes and some flies.
Sounds irritating.
Nah, they don't bother me because I'm all wet. They don't like the wet.
so I assume you two are basically kind of staying in the foyer.
She's in the room. I'm
Oh, that's
just
right,
talking in there.
Okay.
I'm by the door.
I just keep walking and looking around and
Exploring around,
Yeah.
doing the
Doing the
explore.
explore.
I will follow to make
doing
sure
the explore.
he doesn't hurt himself.
So you guys keep looking around. You basically find much what we've already described. It doesn't seem to be anything out of the ordinary other than the fact that it's a greenhouse. Reasonable deduction probably being that this wizard, he probably uses most of these plants for, say, the alchemy, the chemistry room that's nearby.
Can I notice if there's anything that would be useful to like turn into some sort of magic stuffs?
Things that would be
Like
useful
healings,
to
yeah,
turn
like-
into magic stuff.
Like potions, like oh, here's an anti-inflammatory plant.
Yeah, are you proficient in nature?
I believe I am with me. Oh, old Zayna. Old Zayna was.
Yeah, she was. I was thinking Druid. I was thinking Druid Zana myself. Yeah.
Yeah. Paladin Zayna is worthless.
You can roll a nature check for me. Yeah, you both can. You both have rough.
I did the thing real good.
How
Got
good?
that 20,
Nat 20. Okay.
21.
21. All right.
6.
There's some pretty flowers. Zana, why are you looking around?
Your intelligence is higher than mine.
I know, but I only
Yeah.
got 4.
Yeah, he's a caster. Give me a wisdom save while you're at it.
God damn it. Just some pretty plants.
Oh my god.
23!
Is that
It's an 18. No, it's an 18 plus 5 because I'm proficient in wisdom saving throws.
18 plus 5. Okay.
Nice.
Yes!
Okay, so
Fuck you!
while you're looking around, you start to spot. I mean, again, you've probably never been to a jungle, but you start to spot.
I've done lots of explorers.
Yeah, you start to spot a few plants here and there that at least seem, like maybe you've heard of them, or maybe you've seen ones similar. As you start poking around, you can definitely figure out that some of these. I mean, this whole place seems like it fuels the chemistry lab that's nearby. So there's definitely things in here that can be used to craft potions. It's something that you're necessarily trained to do, but I mean, think of it this way: a lot of this stuff would be useful to sell. If you guys had a chemist or somebody that was a herbalist or someone that was proficient in doing so, yeah, I mean, most of these plants could be used to craft quite a few things, an array of things. As you're exploring, though, every now and then you'll catch Beartooth walking by, just kind of doing his explore, and you'll kind of glance at him, and there's a tingling feeling, maybe in like your stomach, but it passes, kind of like a little like gurgle, and you're like, you hold it down, you're all right, and you keep looking around. But yeah, I would say of the plants, you're definitely able to pick out which ones would be most profitable or able to be used in more potent potions. Again, not to say that you'd be able to do it, but you definitely are able to spot them out and single them out, and definitely remember where they are and whatnot. So. Meanwhile, Ash, staying out in that main entryway foyer, you actually end up hearing
From the door?
from the big,
Main
huge
door?
front doors. Yeah.
Oh god. Can
I mean, we're not in initiative or anything, so don't worry too much
I
about
know. I'm just I want to keep the frogs somewhere so that they're away from me, but also, safe. Just in case something comes barreling in. I'll just set them back where they were on the foyer, right in the.
Put them back as if they were flowers. Okay.
Yes.
Decorative flowers. Sure.
I'll just I'll just do that and just kind of lean against the not the main door, but the second door.
Yes, the doorway to the foyer.
Door
Yes. The foyer.
Grab my guns and be ready.
Okay. There's a long pause, and the knocking gets louder.
Can I knock back?
Yeah, if you want to walk forward and you're gonna walk up to the front door and knock.
Kind of lightly.
Okay. So that happens, and there's a. The hell's going on in there?
Blue.
Blue.
We don't know anything of this that's going on.
Meanwhile, you guys are still in the greenhouse, but.
Zayna! Where the fuck are you at?
Blue?
Little one, is that you?
Yeah, can you open the door?
There's a pause. You hear a little bit of creaking, and slowly, actually, yes, the front door, one of them, begins to open. You see Darren pulling this.
I could kind of help.
If you start pulling, yep. Okay. Between the two of you guys are able to open this stone door that doesn't seem to be sealed anymore. Because these doors
With one
were
hand, I'll
huge.
just kind of try and help.
These doors were pretty big. They're thick stone, like almost a foot thick. And he, with your
Somewhat help.
With your help.
I make it look like I'm helping.
he pulls open enough. At least he doesn't open it all the way, but enough so that he can come in. And you see Darren the Blue, which you can also see if you go to Instagram.com/DnDnRaillery. And you see Darren the Blue in front of you in all of his full gear, his halberd on his shoulder.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
Gearing up for an attack, huh?
Wasn't exactly sure what was going on in here.
I'm surprised you didn't come in with Zayna.
We'll talk about that later. Is everyone safe?
They went in the jungle room. If you want to just go, that door.
The jungle room?
That door. I'm not going in there. I don't have any line of sight. You know how I am. I'm kind of claustrophobic. Kind of. With plants.
The jungle room. What
It's-
have you all been doing in here?
You know how, Tooth Bear likes to go on adventures. You know how he sometimes likes to take the wheel and steer the ship.
Fair enough.
So, not on me.
Are you done with your explore?
You'd have to ask Bear. I don't know. I'm ready to go. I got
Job's done. We have the money.
Yeah, that's fair. You just made the exit. I am totally ready to skedaddle.
He wants his out of the stand tower. He wants his out of the stand tower.
Casado is already back on the ship with his family.
Yes.
We need to figure out what we're doing with them. We need to figure out.
I say Zayna has to figure out what to do with them because I don't care. Unless we put them to work.
We decided not to deliver them here.
Sure.
We can help them at least. Figure out where they want to go, perhaps.
Okay, fine, but I'm not cooking for them.
That's fair. We'll make the elf do it.
Yeah, but I don't like her. You know what?
So, with that, Darren goes and heads inside, peers his head into the door you indicated. Zayna! Big guy.
is home!
Get your blue ass out here.
I'm bluer than you. I mean, she's bluer than you.
Don't you want to come see what we found?
I'm fine where I am, thanks.
Hey, Blue. Don't mention the word the name Naniel to Bear there. Just that's a sensitive subject. Don't say that word.
Who's
No,
Daniel?
no,
Forget
Oh my god, why? You're supposed to be my friend. Something happened and I punched him and killed him.
It's okay, Bear.
You all right in there?
I have his clay. We'll make him again.
I am doing an upset because you said his name. You are a dick. The lady said do not say name.
Then you
Whatever
say
the hell's happening here, it's about time we get going. We have the money, the job's complete. Let's get the hell out of here.
Yeah, let's get going, guys. Better not bring any kind of weird diseases back on the ship.
Said fine.
You say fine, alright, you're leaving. I assume you're leaving.
I'll be marching right past Blue, picking up my flower vases and walking out the door.
Okay.
They're like, read it.
And back to the Matilda. Okay.
Oh, thank God.
Yep.
Is Neth at the helm?
Nothing's actually at the ramp door, just kind of waiting. Hearing out.
I would like to
you guys
do a
approach.
sneaky sneak.
Snick.
Okay.
I would like to reach my hand in and pull out you. And as I'm walking by, I would like to set him on Neth's shoulder.
Okay.
With my sleight of hand of a 23.
Okay. Yeah.
Can I shoot it while it's on his shoulder?
No. I told you.
Could you? Well, first you have to see her do it. So yeah, roll a perception check against her sleight of hand. Neth does not notice.
Yes.
Oh, golly, nope.
Yes.
Oh,
You don't even notice
I'm
that
the
happens.
sneaky snake.
Unless it makes noise, I do not know.
I go, shh.
So you all start to board the Matilda. Darren in the lead walks by, Beartooth, Ash, and then Zaina. And as you walk by, a little bit of explorer, didn't you?
I did all the explorers.
What?
Did we grab my gargoyle?
Yeah.
I would like to run to my room, put down my frogs, say stay, run back and grab my gargoyle.
Okay. So you go to do that. As you go to walk back by Neth, you see him. What the hell is that?
Come here, you!
Come here, you.
On my shoulder, and I'm gonna say, you're okay, kid.
What the hell? I wouldn't think that there would be frogs around in this place. What would there be?
I don't know, would there?
Well, not around here. There's no frogs nearby.
You sure about that?
I'm pretty sure, aren't I?
I don't know, are you? Here sits Frog. Run. I want my gargoyle.
So you go and you're able to fetch the gargoyle that you had lowered down. You can add one stone gargoyle as part of like the Matilda's cargo.
I'd like to go see Blue.
Uh-huh.
Is he in the cat, or is he just walking by, or?
You find him actually, he'd be in one of the main hallways, actually talking to Kazado, Saki, and Anna. Talking to the 3 Verox slaves.
I'll just walk up next to him silently and are we gonna do anything about the bodies
What bodies?
that we left back there? You know, like, do you think Serenar is gonna have something to say about how we killed?
Handled the situation?
Yeah.
As far as I'm concerned, the job's complete.
That's what
I
I
don't
would
like
say.
stepping on toes. I don't like I don't like when plans go tits up like they did.
I feel it. But,
Said we have the money. Let's wash our hands of it.
yeah. Okay, as long as we're on the same page. I'll go back to the
Okay.
engine room.
Okay. Anything else of interest?
I'm good.
Okay.
I want to go show the kid one of my frogs.
You go show the
The cool
kid.
frog.
Okay. So you go show Ano the small Verox slave. This young boy, his father and his mother both, and himself, tattooed in these designs that glow with I'll say a neon blue glow that emanates off of them. All these tattoos they have. As Verox, this magical material, has been directly embedded into them. These 3 had some kind of magical connection, some kind of magical powers that have been suppressed once they became these basically batteries to magic. So you show Ano the frogs. Oh, I've never seen frogs before.
As I'm talking to him real fast, can I do like I don't know what it would be, if it would be an insight or if it would be an arcana, to see if maybe like as he's sitting there talking to me, like I could be doing a think and trying to figure out if there's any way to maybe remove the Verox out of them?
There's actually a medicine check.
God.
Sorry, yeah, I mean, yeah, it has to do with the body, yeah.
No. No.
I know
Unfortunately.
Verox.
Yeah, I mean, it has to do with the body, and it has to do with tattoos. Yeah, it'd be about medicine.
Okay.
So you're kind of peering at
anyways,
the
showing.
tattoos, and yeah,
And I'm like, ooh, blue.
yeah.
Ooh, that's blue. I'm doing a bear. Can't focus. Must focus.
So as you're showing him the frogs, he's like, "They're very interesting creatures. What are they? They look slimy. Are they
very
slimy?"
They're very slimy little green snotty things.
He reaches out. He starts to touch of the jungle.
It was still you. He was back on my shoulder. It was still
it's you. Okay, it's you. Okay. Well, he's touching you. How slimy is you?
You is very slimy.
You're closest.
I don't care. I am not the bitch of the beers.
Do host?
You has niche?
Okay. So, everybody back on the ship.
Anyways.
Basically,
Continue.
saying where you guys get your long rest and all that stuff.
I would like to do a sleep.
Like to do a sleep.
I would like to do a sleep.
Everybody can get to do a sleep. High too light, by too light. Everybody gets to do their sleep. You all get to recover and rest and recuperate.
I do a sleep.
Meanwhile, as you guys are doing such, you feel the little ship lift off and begin to move. As Neth, the wood elf pilot of the Matilda, takes the ship off and proceeds to at least, let's just say, leave the scene of the thing. And
Incident.
at least get the ship away from where it was.
Okay. So hold on.
So, after your long rest, or during, or around that time, would anyone like to do anything of interest?
It's really good.
You have quite a bit of time to do as you wish.
I would like to eat some cheese and crackers.
You may eat some cheese and crackers.
I was gonna say that I would like.
It is garlic. It is garlic.
And crackers.
On mini biscuits.
Oh,
You were going to say that you would like to.
I would like to make food
They are amazing.
in the kitchen.
Would you like another one?
Maybe some soup.
Do some soup. Yep.
I technically made this one for you.
I'd like to see how good it is. You can roll with it.
Maybe some frog soup. If I could sleight of hand sneak one while she's sleeping.
She wants to start a war.
Well,
I don't like critters.
if you wait long enough, and you're able to catch her while she's asleep, you may roll a sleight of hand against perception.
$18.
I hate to tell you, but the frogs also roll well. I should at least roll for more. Let me roll for every single fucking
Every
one of
single
the frogs.
frog.
So I'll basically give
How many can I get? No, I'm just kidding. We don't have a lot of meat on the ship, so I mean, you know.
How bad is your perception? How bad? Alright. 8. You had 18.
I rolled an 8.
You rolled an 8 and
I rolled an 8.
Okay, got 13.
I got 13.
Okay. Let's say you're able to at least sneak 2 frogs.
I just want one.
You want one.
I just
You're
want
able
one.
to sneak 1.
Just enough to where maybe they won't be able to tell it's in the soup. I want to make a nice big pot of soup for everybody for the morning before I sleep.
Okay. Roll me straight wisdom to see how good your soup is. What?
They are poisonous frogs.
Yes, they are.
We're gonna die. She's trying to kill us.
18 again.
18. Alright. So that'd be for your cooking. Alright, that's fair. Give me a nature check as well. 18 for your food cooking abilities.
Oh, that's a 4.
Okay. So you take this frog and kill it however you decide.
I'd like
we
to
can leave
stab
it.
it in the head.
I was gonna say we can leave it off screen, but okay.
Oh no, yeah, I'm just gonna stab.
It could be one of those like you took the
Slice.
frog and next thing you know there's soup. We don't have to go into the detail,
Okay.
but okay.
Fine.
Sorry, frog lovers. You stab it and
Yeah.
and proceed to use its body parts in a soup. You toss them in along with a bay leaf, pinch of oregano.
Some spices. We don't have a lot of meat, so it's got to be like the only meat on there.
Yeah, and spices keep for a long time.
So. Yeah.
A little bit of broth.
Yeah. I'll just leave it. I just leave it.
You make any? Well, you had an 18 for your cooking, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you're probably able to fashion up some dumplings out of some of the provisions that you guys have, and
Okay.
you can make a nice frog soup.
I'll have like a really small little bowl to take it to bed, so I can before I go sleep.
Okay. All right.
Humming.
Okay. So come the morning, the ship is still moving. You awaken to the scent of fresh food that's been cooked.
Do I recognize the smell of betrayal?
Well,
I like say get up and I say good morning, Kevin. Good.
I was just about to say, give me a
The only way you would
perception
know.
check for how many frogs you
The
have.
only way you would know. But you would just know that it's missing.
That's 14.
That's easy enough. I mean, you can count to potatoes, so. I mean, you noticed you're down to 18 frogs.
Which one's missing?
Roll me a d20.
19.
You.
Would that be the one that was on your shoulder?
Well, not to sleep, though.
Okay.
She
Well, I don't know
snuck in
that.
while she was asleep, yeah.
You know
Oh
I killed the 20th one too, right?
Yes.
Can I just,
They will go.
I'm gonna Matthew Mercer moment this.
Okay. Remember, you don't know where it went.
Oh, I would have a hunch from the person that's been bitching about my frogs.
And has killed at least one.
Sure.
It's killed more than anybody
Does that
else.
mean you're gonna come ask me? I'm down.
Come in the
for
morning,
enjoyment.
you guys wake up and smell the fresh food that had been cooked. Technically the night before, but you find Neth sitting at the dining room table. Darren is also in the dining room. The family as well would be probably still sleeping inside the cargo hold. No, that's right. There's enough. There was an extra cabin.
There's
at
rooms.
least 4 to 3 of them. Yeah, they're sharing a cabin. But they're at least still sleeping, resting. Casado had quite a day. So, what would you like to do?
I'm in the engine.
I would like to do a scream. No.
Ah!
Is this? I imagine that I have this nice little hammock set up in the engine room between two poles, and as you scream my name, I fling off, grab my guns.
I come storming out into the kitchen.
Okay.
Naked.
Naked. Okay.
Naked.
Wait, where is my room compared to the engine rooms? Would I have to walk by wherever the fuck he's at?
I'm just gonna, I've leaned into it already. We'll just godhanded say that it's basically laid out kind of like the Serenity. Therefore, you have the helm, you have the hallway that has the cabins, then you have the dining room.
So I'd walk by him
And then the engine
as he's
room,
standing
and
there
the
naked.
whole- yes, you would.
I would be storming with all 8. My fucking frog's behind me. Go, put on some damn pants and keep walking.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
You're walking towards me?
Yeah.
Okay. You let me know when you get there. Because I'm still freaking
I'm
out.
still coming.
All right, and with that, you two are confronting each other.
Oh, okay.
You hear her stomping into the
I'm sure
way.
you would have
Oh, it's
realized I'm
probably-
the only other female on this ship that knows your name. I'm pretty sure you would have realized that it was me.
And the second I see you,
and
I'll put my guns away.
you heard probably the.
Yeah. I know I've heard that one before. What are you mad about now? What did
Where
Bear do?
the fuck is my frog?
What, you haven't seen what's in the kitchen?
What did you do?
We don't have any meat on this ship, and I was hungry.
We were just on land!
No, we got
You got
meat!
quit hunting! Could have eaten once a day for all I cared!
Oh. Bear does the hunting!
Could have made Bear do the hunt!
Oh.
I don't want those frogs on my ship.
Not your ship. They were in my room. Leave them in my room. I would like to grab as many things as I can grab that might make me a lock.
Don't touch my stuff.
That might make me a lock.
What?
A lock. Like for my door, so I could slam. She ain't getting in anymore.
I mean, if you wanted to bar your door, you could.
Okay, I want to take him out of her engine room. Obviously not of
yeah,
stuff
you'll
that I'm like
find the-
pulling off the fucking ship.
Between all-
Like,
yeah,
What?
between enough
No,
spare
that'll
parts that
take
are
us
in
down.
there.
Don't grab that.
Between enough spare parts, you're able
I
to
said
find
ones that are on
them.
the floor, not the
Oh
ones.
gosh!
You know,
Don't just start grabbing
I was like,
stuff.
because I go to really, I was like, no, don't grab that. I pick it up off the floor, like,
you'll find like a nice, metal
do it,
pipe.
look stupid. My name is not Bear Bear. Don't touch my rocks.
You'll
would not
find
be
a metal
laughing,
pipe
but
that you'd
I'm
be able to
laughing.
use to bar your door if you'd like. Yeah. Meanwhile, Ash, I need you to give me a Constitution saving throw at this point.
By the way, before you even said that, after knowing that you was in this, I would not eat this too.
Well, now,
19.
yeah. 19. Your stomach's definitely rumbling, but maybe you didn't make the stew as good as you thought. I don't know.
I'm gonna walk back up
I kinda
as I'm
woke
stomping
up
back through the
Coming back through.
dining hall. I'm gonna say, "Fucking frog in the stew," and it's a poison frog. And just keep walking.
Neth's sitting there at the dining room table.
Feels real good, don't it?
It doesn't, does it?
But no.
Oh.
Walk back, check for pulse, and then keep walking.
You're like back up.
Alive.
Yeah, walking backwards, moonwalking.
Hey, don't take my character shit.
Was that this campaign?
No, that was stroking.
Struggling with
Fucking
like
moonwalk.
there was a natural 20 on your moonwalk.
I remember.
What's Bear doing?
I heard legends of a dragonborn that used to do this.
Poking. Meth.
Did you have any of the soup?
No. I Goliath, I smell that it was frog. I don't eat frog.
No. Please stop.
But we don't stop.
Did anybody else eat the soup?
Don't stop.
No. As far as you guys know, Neth was the only one that had it. And you rolled very low.
Poor thing.
So, with that, about a day, roughly a day passes. Darren, at one point, gathers everybody.
I dumped it over the side, by the way.
The rest of the soup?
Yeah, like out the back, like took down the ramp and just...
Essentially, with your low nature check, you kind of didn't account for the fact that they had poison glands.
I wouldn't have known.
Yep.
You did.
I did?
Well, she knew they were poisonous, but, you know, she killed it, chopped it up, didn't think about removing anything that might have been pertinent.
I just
But
wanted
it was
some
good
food and I
soup.
was tired.
It tasted good.
I was tired. I wanted some soup.
So, with that, Darren gathers everybody into the dining room, including Kazato, Saki, and Ano. So, we need to decide exactly what we're going to be doing with our 3 passengers.
Same.
I'm open to ideas.
It's almost as if somebody said my name. Somebody who never betrayed me before. Until today.
You know, I've done it a few times. Maybe this is the first time you've noticed.
I would like to walk to the other side of the room.
You may.
Who's next to me? Who's next to me? Anyone standing next to
How would
me?
you be seated?
I'm standing next to a door or something.
Probably the doorway towards the engine room, so probably nobody.
Nobody? Okay. Yeah, I'll just say to nobody. Women, am I right?
Darren's kind of...
Ganassis, am I right?
Fucking racist! God!
She's not charming.
So, I'm open to ideas. What exactly will we be doing with our newfound passengers?
You said they were in the room with us?
Yes.
You know I'm not mad at you, right? Okay. Super upset, though.
You know how to make it up
Not
to
mad, disappointed.
Yeah.
I'm so disappointed in you, Casey.
Kathy's not mad. Kathy loves this because it's
It's hilarious. And you was the one who
Zeta.
betrayed me anyway, so...
You would have betrayed me anyway.
No, you was the frog that betrayed me in the first place.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
If it would have been Kevin, that would be a whole other story.
So,
Anywho. We said that we were teaching them common, right? So that we could talk to them.
A little bit,
I won't
yeah.
have to do the whole helmet thing, blah.
a little
Okay.
bit, yeah.
So, basically, I would like to
Oh.
approach...
Real quick, actually, let's cover this real quick because you would have had plenty of time. Roll me 2d4s. You'd have the time to do this. I assume
2
you
and a
would
4.
have. A 2 and a
Or a
4.
6.
2 and a 4.
2 and a 4.
The spell book.
I was gonna ask that.
Yeah, I figured by now. Yeah, you would have probably looked to it pretty quickly. It's full of quite a few spells. Most of them either above your capability or spells that aren't rituals. 2 rituals that do stick out to you that you do find that you're capable of casting: Identify and Detect Magic.
I already have detect magic.
I know, but unfortunately, that's what you rolled. So, unfortunately,
Can I
Detect
hold
Magic
on to
doesn't-
it for when I like get higher levels and I can copy those over into my...
I'll allow that. I'll allow. Give me. Roll me. I want you to keep track of this as well. So, write somewhere in your notes.
I am.
Roll me a d4, and we'll see how many more spells there'll be left. 1.
Oh.
So, write down.
Don't you act disappointed.
Write down at the next level. Once you're able to cast level 2 spells, there'll be another ritual spell for you to copy down.
Do you need a list of them?
No, come on. This is me we're talking about here. So, also, by the way, thank you, Johnny Be Good, for still sticking out with us. So those are the 2 spells that you found in that spell book that you're capable of casting. So, anyway, I'm sorry. Yeah, they've been slowly learning common a little bit.
Okay.
Because I obviously had the basics of common. Psyche, not really much at all. And Ano is actually pretty fluent. I mean, appears that, being younger, he was able to absorb more of it.
Right.
So yeah.
I would basically like to ask them where they would like to go. If they would like to settle down somewhere, or if they would like to
Stick with us.
stick with us, work on the ship, be put to use around.
Not as slaves.
No, I said work.
It's part of the
paid.
crew.
Yeah.
Kazato, he speaks up.
Well, we do not have many skills. We were brought up as slaves for the most part.
We taught you another language. I think you're pretty skilled.
I'm not stupid, of course. But I do not possess any skills I think would be useful here. That said, I also, after seeing what it is that you all do here, not exactly comfortable putting my family near such dangers. The adventure in life is not for my family.
But it's a lot of fun.
Perhaps for you. For my child? No.
Should be protected here on the ship.
He.
That we'll say that, yeah. Very few knew better.
I'll do a protect.
And do it protect. I would not like him to be near any of this sort of danger. I would prefer him to try to settle down. Somewhere safe.
Danger's gonna follow you because of them tattoos.
I am aware. Perhaps somewhere
How about
further away from larger society as a whole.
maybe I could take you to my homeland,
Your homeland.
Or mine.
up in the mountains.
Up in the mountains. I do not find that disagreeable. That would put us far away from most society that would want to perhaps use
I
my
wouldn't have-
family.
Me being me, I wouldn't have disclosed much about where I grew up or anything. I would like to look at Blue and say we could take them to my home. My aunt would watch over them. We live in the middle of nowhere.
That's true.
No, it's not. You don't know that.
I know Yuganasi at least aren't around here. Yuganasi seem to stick somewhere out in the Outerlands, am I right?
Way far out. Like, Outerlands are still like a major city to us.
As do the Goliaths. The Goliaths also tend to stick out in the Outerlands.
I would like to look at them,
Far up in the
look up
mountains.
at Bear, look up at them, or look down at them, look up at Bear. I think they'd fit in more with my people.
And that's fair. Perhaps we leave it up to them.
Which one's closer?
Did you hear that?
Of course I did.
Did you fart?
No,
It sounded like a bunch of poop coming out.
it sounded like our engineer talking.
What's an engineer? Is there a rumbly in your tumbly?
No, I did not eat the frog.
His name was you.
Beartooth?
Facepalm.
Who's on first? No, who's on second?
Should we really be discussing what to do with them while they're here in the room, Blue?
To be honest with you, in my eyes, it is their choice.
Exactly. I feel it's perhaps involved.
Yeah, but we have to, like, the resources that we have, we'll have to burn to get them where they want to go.
Darren's kind of scratched a little bit at one of the scars. And
Burn?
No fire.
well, it's true. It was perhaps democratically decided
If we could just
that we would
drop
keep
them off, put them in the other ship. Maybe they can just drive themselves there. We have better things to do.
That's gonna,
Do that.
God damn, that's gonna need to get jiffed. I'm pretty sure they don't know how to pilot any ships. That said, we were the ones deciding not to deliver. Perhaps we should be the ones to help them get where they need to go.
For once, we agree.
For once. We don't need to agree.
Let us have our moment.
Yeah, he would actually chuckle at that a little bit. Being that he's kind of getting the rapport down between the two of you. By the way, you still owe me a rope. And a grappling hook. That said, we can make a trek over to the
Someone had it because I
Outerlands.
picked up my gargoyle.
We can make a trek over to the Outerlands. We'll drop them off wherever you'd like to.
I would
very
recommend.
generous of you.
I would recommend because I'm a smart person and like we wouldn't want to use all of our resources going somewhere we didn't need to go. I would look at Kazato and be like, "Would you mind staying on the ship until we're at least closer to my homeland?" It wouldn't. I imagine that it wouldn't be long. It all depends on where our God decides to take us. But would you mind? That way, we're not making a trip just for that. But maybe if we have a job up that way.
Kazato seems to
You know how long it's
Kazato seems to think about it for a moment. I find that agreeable.
Okay.
I mean,
Are
they
you
probably
gonna make
wouldn't be
sure
able
that
to
they
pull
eat?
their weight around my area anyways.
Are you gonna cook?
I was like to look at Kevin, who's on my shoulder, and be like, "Was that you?"
I'm getting real tired of this blue.
This whole inter-party conflict that's going on. This crew conflict.
Then ship. Trial by combat.
Stay out of this, bear.
Fine. Back to my room.
No, you gotta be in this.
I don't mind exactly. I know we won't all agree on everything, but as long as this shit doesn't
I've
pour
done
over
nothing.
into
This
the
shit
work.
is not ending until I get an apology.
I've done nothing wrong.
What did you do?
Yeah. What did you do?
Well, if you want to say it, you go ahead.
No, he asked you. What did you do?
I just made some soup.
With what? What ingredients?
You have
did you
19
use?
fucking frogs.
Now I have 18. I can't yell at her in real life. That's too. Oh, no, I have 18.
How much do you really think you're going to get done with 18 frogs?
Not as much as I would have with 19 frogs. I can't laugh. I have tears, guys. Like, I legit have tears.
Well, perhaps we should just decide that.
How about we just get rid of all frogs and then there will be no more disputing?
How about
I wasn't Kevin.
Kevin, like, jumps to the other shoulder to get a little close. You'd be like,
God damn it.
see?
They're aware. They're self-aware.
Well, I don't know what the hell completely went on between everybody.
Is she done?
But
Killed the
one
frog.
thing that needs to be agreed upon.
One frog.
One thing that needs to be agreed upon is that nobody's going into anybody else's quarters and nobody's taking anybody else's gear or
Murdering anybody's friends.
Okay.
I would have preferred that.
Okay.
Yes.
I will give you that then.
Except
If they stay in your room, I won't touch them.
Kevin is my
Zaina,
best friend. He's gonna send me.
Zaina,
Hi.
I tend to agree with the little one. Not exactly a big fan of.
Like, what if
The
Bear
croaky
steps
myself.
on one and he's all naked and it just the slime?
it's not my fault
gonna
I'm
be.
naked. You scared me. I stood up. I opened the door, and then I forgot I was sleeping naked.
We never forget you sleep naked. You never let us forget.
How's that?
That's true.
I don't understand. How do I not let you forget?
You remind us every morning.
Oh. I love playing stupid. It's so much fun.
There's a little bit of a voice that comes from the helm. Captain, got a little bit of a hail there, don't we?
I don't know, do we?
Shut up!
Has the fucking pocket watch thing? Is it blue or?
Yes,
Neth.
You've never gotten this. You got
just
back.
wanted to do it
I would like
before.
to. I would like to take Kevin and hand him to you and be like, don't break him, please.
Or you could.
He's my friend.
I can't.
Okay.
Too tempting, isn't
I want
it?
to punch him again.
It's too tempting.
You won't punch him again. I will not be mad if you accidentally murder one of my friends.
keep them in your quarters, and I will not shoot them.
Kevin would like to look at you and go,
Again, I find that agreeable. Perhaps keep all pets and gear that's not necessary to be carried
what about Katana?
in your quarters.
She's a magical cat.
Shh. She's a special magical cat.
Yeah, she poofs away.
She does
If I tried to kill her, she would not poof away.
Nope. She would run.
She can't run bullets.
Be right there, Beth. You three sort it out.
He's not a part of this.
You three. You can stay with us as long as you like. Once we get close to the Outerlands, we'll make sure to drop you off.
Still burning resources. Okay.
Coming, Beth.
Can we have our money from our little explorers?
The money.
Yeah. We got paid. I carried it back.
We did.
It was heavy.
We did get it. Most of that money's going to be going right back into Matilda.
Yep.
For
Jeez, don't be so greedy.
said resources.
It's coming from the one that's so worried about feeding 3 people that barely eat.
I don't know how much they eat.
They were starved for quite a while. I would imagine their stomachs can't hold that much. That was me talking, not Zayna. Zayna would be like,
We'll sort out the funds here in a moment. You all could write down that you've gained 750 monies, golds, pieces, currencies, coins, bucks,
dineros.
stripper funds. Yeah, there we go.
Oh, thanks.
I was getting to arcade tokens. I really was.
It's not wrong. I would like to bite the pencil.
Not my pencil. That's my writing pencil. Drawing pencil.
So that we'll take a quick little cut. I gotta take this. You all may do as you wish as Blue steps towards the helm.
I can't wait till you find something that you love. I'm gonna stab it in the head.
You don't know what I did with that.
Is there a head of the ship?
Beartooth is officially.
You already nicked Matilda in the ass with the other ship, so I think this will be even.
I didn't murder the Matilda.
Yeah, but you did.
She is still fine.
You want to get that buff out? Because I ain't getting that buff out.
I will, with the love of my frogs.
I'd actually love to see you cry.
They will lick it to death.
They do the licky lick. They do the licky lick.
I'm gonna walk away. Grab my gun and cock it.
Thanks, Bear Bear. You always got my back. You'd never kill my friends, would you, Bear Bear?
I love that giraffe. That's cute.
What happened last time?
She killed my friend.
I'm on a ship of idiots.
Takes one to know one.
I'm not cleaning it up.
He just walks back and shaking his head. He's like, no. I can't handle.
We haven't started the shot, man. That's it.
We are doing a thing.
I'm loving it.
Are you sure that's not going to melt the cup?
No.
Beartooth is finally finished. He is done. Best I can do. But if he, yeah. Riddick, you sound really tired. You sure you don't want to go to bed? You were just sleeping in the living room.
Yep.
We'll give until 10:30 because it's only Friday. Did you see Blue skipping?
I wish.
It's
Now I'm
not
gonna
pretty.
I'm going to devise
Blue
a
is doing a
plan
frolic.
and steal the thingy, the shiny, from Nath again.
You go for it.
Make it a whole running thing every 2 to 3 weeks. I fuck with him like that.
I mean, I put a frog on his shoulder. You sure you don't want to borrow, Kevin?
Ooh. Well, he's gonna hear that flap. Flap.
How do you carry him? Kevin has little tiny hands. He might be able to steal it better.
Smoke weeds. But not purposely because Casey's here. Alright?
You probably shouldn't because it'll make you do a super dumb.
That works with my character. Say what you gotta say. Oh shit. Okay,
Did you get us? Oh my god, no.
I thought it might still be pain. I was like, no way, it's still fucking wet. We're walking around.
I have a blue.
I have a green.
I have a teal.
I have a yellow.
I had a yellow. I think I picked it. Oh no, I have a blue. Blue on pants. I don't care about the pants. I just
Have a blue.
I just didn't want it to be. Oh. I did a blue on my shirt.
Yeah. This is not as good as Death Wish.
I think there's still Death Wish. There is. I can see it. Death Wish is up there. Do you want to read Matt Best's book? Did you ever end up reading American Sniper?
Yes.
Okay. Did you want to read
3 times now?
Matt Best's book? Thank you for my service.
You lead at least like trouble or something.
There he goes again. Wait, look.
What?
Oh, we just saw Blue skipping around the ship. He was doing a frolic.
He's doing a frolic. Yeah.
Maybe he licked one of my frogs.
Is it hallucinogen? That would be interesting. That would have been way more
Bear, do you want to lick my frog?
No.
Can I
see,
do
there's still 18
an
more
insight on my frog to see if he has...
Hallucinogenic properties in the
Yeah.
nature check.
Damn it. It's 11.
Poisonous. Yeah, they're poisonous.
From their mouths, though.
Yep.
So it would be from their mouth glands.
Yeah, but I'm thinking the slime on top. Maybe the slime on top is...
So,
Anywho.
you guys were having your discussions. Blue comes back into the dining room. By this point,
I walked away.
okay. Well, the three, the family would have made their way back to their quarters in the meantime. Blue comes back in, doesn't find Ashler. So you still in the dining room?
Probably.
Yeah.
Not eating soup.
The soup's gone. I dumped it over the side.
Well, where have I headed? Got another job.
What's next, boss?
Well, still in the Everguard, so at least it's close. A little bit further to the east.
Alright, we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Up. Pause. Pause. Pause to say
Where are you
goodbyes.
going?
Do the farewells.
We'll see you for sure tomorrow at the benefit.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Fuck, tomorrow's.
Yeah.
See ya.
Yeah.
See ya.
You know you.
Love you.
Yes, today is the Friday.
See ya.
We have a cake to decorate in the morning.
Song in
Who's watching?
Bye.
Who is watching? Please tell me the real Roller is not watching.
No. Wait a minute.
That would be.
That'd be bad.
Sure.
Bad.
Real Roller has not been on yet.
Okay. Fun fact,
there's a good
tune in
chance
tomorrow.
I might be working over tonight, like doing overtime today.
You might be able. You should probably be able to touch it right now. You should be able to. It's been a few hours. It feels sticky.
Is it tacky?
I don't know. My hands are
Fine.
fine.
No, I wouldn't like laying anything on top of it. Okay.
And let it
That'd be safe.
sit.
Yeah, 24 hours is the total set time.
Yeah, until it sits. Because I let something like fuck it up. So. I Alright.
Let's see. Love you.
See ya.
too.
Be careful.
Fun fact, tune in tomorrow for our murder mystery masquerade / surprise party for Eartos.
Yes, tomorrow night the Party Night campaign continues with the Murder Night Mystery surprise birthday party for Red, otherwise known as Earthos.
Eartos.
Otherwise known as Lizard Folk, and Lizard Folk.
It's plastic.
You do it with a pop bottle.
Anyways,
Pure leaf tea has had.
y'all children.
Jesus. You can do it with a fucking beer can, alright. Good enough.
No, he's doing it with
Oh.
his mouth. You diddling?
The thumb is rolling off, rubbing off.
I apologize.
Anyways.
It's humming and whistling at the same time is what I did.
Yeah. I can't whistle. So, Blue comes into the dining room and
We have a
heading. What's next? Well, we're going to be still sticking to the Evergod. We're heading to a small town called Teardrop Falls. A little bit of job. A little bit of old,
Out here, I got already down.
little bit of older contact of mine.
Is this one as crazy as the last one?
She's not as dirty. She's not as dirty, at least.
Not as dirty.
Not as dirty.
That was my fault.
Teardrop Falls.
We should be arriving there within a day or so. So, you have one more day. Do as you wish. Anything of importance, any crafting, any tinkering, yes.
Would I feel the engines like? I mean, I'm assuming we're idling, moving. Would
You
I
were
feel the
You were
ship
moving. The
turn?
Neth had at least gotten the ship getting away from the mage tower, but with no.
I mean,
direct
with
heading.
there being a heading now, me being in the engine room, would
Yeah.
I be able to notice a shift?
I mean, yeah, you'll feel the ship start to shift a little bit and change
Okay.
course. Yeah,
Okay.
it's not like a
It's a shifty ship.
Just to know that we're going in direction.
Yeah,
So.
yeah, you're definitely feeling the direction.
Alright.
Going more eastward from where you had been. So,
Alright.
farther into the Evergard, but actually almost near the edges of it. So you're actually going to end up not too far from the outer ones by the time you get there.
I've got some a while back, a few episodes back. I got some bowels, some stuffs, and I wanted to have it for molds. And I'm really thinking about making like some sort of faster speeds for the Matilda. Something I can do to do like a one time, not like a
A NOS boost.
kind of like a
Fast and the Furious.
last second kind of in emergency situations.
A NOS boost.
Yeah,
Yeah.
where
It might rip apart
it's
the
not a
hull,
faster
but
speed. Yeah, it's not a faster speed. It's just
A
a way to
boost.
jump the engine to make it. Yeah, so just in case for.
Let's take the governor off of the rev.
Say, because Matilda is a cargo ship. It's not exactly the most fast or maneuverable, but it's not.
And never mind, it's not. I think it's a mosquito.
Yeah, there's like a gnat. Yeah. Yeah, it's not the fastest ship. It's not the most maneuverable, and it is a little bit older, so it's not super fast.
I'm thinking it's some sort of
But
like
you're
Verox,
talking some kind of boost that you can get, a one-time boost.
like a Verox thing I could throw into the power source and it would burst and
Yeah, a NOS boost.
Okay.
We're on the same page.
A NOS boost.
Okay.
I think.
An
I'm just
injection.
letting you know, it looks like a little circle. And it looks like it's pretty much a pill for Matilda. You stick it in her stomach and then she has the diarrhea.
Roll me a tinkering check.
Maggie.
I would not like to assist.
I'm not asking you to. Well, that's a natural 20. But 26.
All right.
So does that mean I can make 2 of them?
I would.
Are there
say-
2 engines? Like
There's
2
the one-
thrusters?
There's the one big engine. I would say with that result, you would be able to craft 2.
Okay.
2 one-time bursts You can write them down as 2 NOS.
Yep.
NOS, NOS boosts.
Verox NOS boosts.
Sure.
Did that get rid of all of my bubbles? Because I had 50 pounds worth.
We'll say probably half.
Remember how you got those bubbles?
Oh yeah.
Remember who
Help of my
helped you?
former friend.
Your choice.
So, with that,
I'd like to
Anything
stay in the engine room pretty much the entire time to work on that.
that's fair. Anyone else do anything else of note real quick?
Because fuck y'all.
Nope. All right.
I would like to build shelves
Build shelves
for all my frogs.
for all your frogs. Give me a just straight wisdom check.
I have time.
You do have time. Are you proficient in any tools at all?
That's a 15. I don't know.
Well, I didn't make your character, so I have no idea.
I don't know.
You could ask Bear for help. You could ask me for help. But
That's a no.
would not let you.
So, with 15, I mean, you gather some of the spare, a little bit of spare scrap that's sitting around in the Matilda.
Between everything that would happen with, like, that like, what happened with our mom and stuff and with our aunt, like, Kana and I would have been the ones to pretty much take care of the house and if anything broke. So I'm sure that I've, like, worked with building stuff. Like, I would have mad.
Basic stuff,
Basic, yeah. Like, obviously, I'm not going to be like, oh, I'm going to take this piece of wood and next thing you know, I'm going to have a bed.
Yeah, you lived in a village that was, you lived in a self-sufficient village, so, I mean, you would have picked up on a handful of things, and obviously you took care of your own quarters, so therefore you had to build what you had, or at least go to someone in town or in your village that could. So,
Which I tried not to do at all costs.
well, probably, yeah, but you pick up on enough stuff, and yeah, given that you grab some spare parts from around Matilda and enough, like, some spare metals, some spare wood, because there's still wood on the ship. I mean, it's not entirely, metal, steel, iron, and all that. Yeah, I'd say, yeah, with 15, yeah, you'd be able to craft at least a couple little shelves, yeah. You probably already had a few, and you probably already had, like a dresser, or probably like a chest, like a foot locker kind of thing. Each quarter probably has along those
Build some
lines.
shelves for my
shelves.
frogs. They can hang out and do frog things.
Do their frog things, yeah. Almost like little cat.
They're all boys,
Almost like
so
little cat towers, almost. Yeah.
I don't have to worry about anything.
Yeah.
Can I draw like a chalk line outside of her door? For the line for the frogs to not cross.
Yeah.
Not what I thought you meant.
Oh, a chalk line? Like a chalk outline? all 18 frogs. Or all 20 and I'll cross out 2.
You can't steal my idea. That was my idea. You don't get it now.
I won't. It's fine. I really meant if they cross the line, I shoot them.
There've been a lot of jiffable moments in this. I'm gonna have to go back through and make some gifs. I just meant shoot. So you guys arrived.
You can stop giggling about the homicide of my frogs.
I mean, it's not really.
And now it's premeditated.
I was about to say, it's not really homicide. It's more like premeditated murder at this point.
Premeditated by you if you let them cross the line.
You arrive.
That'd be like throwing your child in the lake knowing they can't swim. Would it be on you or would it be on them?
That one wants to. So you swim.
Alright, we're pulling up to Teardrop Falls right now, aren't we? We'll be there
I don't know, are we?
in just a minute. Okay.
Okay.
Over.
Can I talk back? Was it like a comm system or if I hit the button it
I was
shoots them
doing
up
Google to look up like how dirty frogs are, and it was birds shit every 15 minutes. They only poop like twice a week, so it'd be pretty easy to take care of.
I have a magical wand. They can poop in a litter box.
Yeah, she could just literally tell them when to shit.
Even though litter fucking
Everybody-
soaks up.
You can tell them. You can tell them when not to shit and when to shit. Hippity boppity poop.
My phone's all the way over there.
So you feel the ship slowing down. I assume you guys make your way to the helm.
Running.
You didn't tell me to go up there.
With your axe. Okay. Well, you stay in the engine room. So you make your way to the helm.
I'm gonna let Kevin do a relax. I'm gonna grab Stuart. Stuart's going on an adventure and he's gonna be on my shoulder.
Excuse me.
So you make your way to the helm. And you find Darren and Neth there in the helm. Neth obviously piloting the ship. Darren just kind of, doing his captain thing, standing behind him. No, we're pulling up right now. Teardrop Falls is mostly an Anthro town. So you're going to find a lot of furry folk.
I don't know this information.
Between tabaxi or coke rub.
I was thinking furries, like the sexual stuff.
Could be too.
She was already 2 steps ahead of you.
Yep.
So we're finding quite a few of the Anthro folk. Probably a few others of the Everguard. So, as you're looking outside the windshield, I guess, you actually see it's a very forest-like town. There's a very large waterfall as you
I
approach.
would have never guessed.
Yeah, almost like a cliffside waterfall, a lot of trees, and nestled there in a little clearing, pretty much right next to the waterfall, looks to be a small town.
Do we have showers on the ship?
I would
I
assume.
mean, yeah, there's a shower. There'd be basically one bathroom that would probably be shared between the whole ship.
Okay.
It would have obviously facilities and also a shower of sorts.
Beartooth
Very small.
from ship, and Beartooth runs to waterfall.
Huh?
Beartooth
Disembarks and runs to waterfall.
Does that mean you just jump off while it's moving?
I thought we were stopped.
Not quite yet, but
No,
you're getting
not
there.
quite
You're
yet.
getting there. I will make note of what you're doing.
He's gonna be like, oh, and goes to run off. I'm like, hold on, buddy. I'm sure this is not the first time this has happened.
The
By
building.
the way, any of the watchers out there, Beartooth is not very smart, but he is also smart at the same time.
He's very pretty.
He's intelligent, not wise.
Yes.
Yep. High intelligence, low
Fair.
wisdom. What is your wisdom?
0.
0? That's not bad. That's average. That's an average person, but as personality-wise,
one.
you're still a little bit below.
I mean, it's 11, but it's still 0, so
Yeah.
I have no...
So,
I got all the spots.
in the town, most of the buildings seem to be made of a thin, almost thatched wood, interwoven with rails and supports made of an instrument metal of some kind. Because of the setting, because we're in Akela, homebrew world, yay. Even like the small villages still have access to metals and ores. The ship pulls up roughly about a half mile from town. Doesn't exactly park in the town. They have a dock, like towns and villages usually do. So Matilda sets down near one of the paths that leads into Teardrop Falls. Once it sets down, parks. Darren kind of turns to the two of you, since you're still in the engine room.
I'll start making my way to the cargo bay, but yeah, I won't be anywhere near you guys.
We're going to be heading over to the Dew Ladle. It's a tavern.
Dew ladle?
Dew Ladle. We'll be heading to the tavern. We'll meet my contact there. Contact is an Aarakocra named Ruby.
I forget what an Aarakocra is.
A bird person.
Okay.
A bird furry.
Yes.
A feathery.
Perfect.
Yep.
Fascinated.
So, ship sets down, and you guys are able to leave through the cargo hold if you'd like, and then... Yes?
I would like to be holding on to Bear's belt, like from the back, and be like, okay. And as soon as the doors open enough that I know he's not going to break anything, I'm going to be like, go!
Full on fucking...
Bear!
There's no
over
use.
water, weren't we?
Where's he going?
He's going to do a bear.
That could be said about everything he does.
That's actually... This is what makes this so much fun, is my character is uncontrollable.
So, Bear, you start running into the town.
The waterfall.
Well, towards the waterfall. Well, you essentially almost have to go through town to get to it. It's the way it's like kind of nestled.
How the hell's Tom gonna fucking react to a Goliath fucking just hauling balls through town?
You're about to find out. Stay tuned.
Damn it.
Cliffhanger!
No. Only an hour and a half into this motherfucker.
No, I meant like you stopped what you were saying. I was like, and he's leaving it on a cliffhanger.
Stay tuned.
And...
Okay. So, as you go running into town, again, it's just an Anthro population. So you find most of the tabaxi, who are the cat-like people. You do see a handful of Aarakocra, the bird-like people. A few others. You actually see humanoid figures that look almost like deer, and a few humanoids that almost look like bears to an extent. Almost look like figure like anthropomorphic koalas almost. As you go running through, you see there's some shoots of bamboo. There's again a lot of forests. The town is almost surrounded by thick, maples, oaks. It's a very forest-like town, nestled in right next to the waterfall that you will go charging toward. You're running almost along the river. You shoot past. There's no necessarily walls that surround the village. There's like small fences. Picture like at a ranch. Like the two post kind of like ranch style fence, which you can nearly fucking step over at this point at a full stride. Jump over them. You see. Well, as you're running through, let me pull my notes. A few Everguard guards, essentially town guards, wearing the red and gold colors of Everguard. They kind of watch you go bounding by and just holding their makeshift spears and shields. They just kind of like, what the fuck was that? They don't chase you down necessarily as you're running along the river. You almost make it to the waterfall. The waterfall comes down to this big, huge pond. Probably, I'd say at least 150, 200 feet wide, about 100 feet deep. And what would you like to do?
Swim out to the waterfall,
Literally
take off.
dive right in.
Bear is going to do a wash. He is going to take off all of his armor and wash his body and then proceed to wash his armor off.
Okay. Easy enough. You leap in. As you go to leap in, you've already got most of your armor that you kind of flung off as you're running. All of a sudden you leap in, there's a big splash, and you come up and you're just doing this fucking whoosh.
With your mohawk.
Yep. We have a visitor. The Mountain Dew is not to be forgotten.
Alright. I'm out for the rest of the night.
See ya.
Love you. I'll see you tomorrow.
You say that. Later, man. The Wild Hunter has left the chat.
For the last time.
As you come up and you're starting to wash off, you kind of glance out of the corner of your eye. You see two small Anthro children, both tabaxi, little furry cat-like children, sitting there. One with a little fishing pole, not even much of a fishing pole, more like a stick that has a string attached. And he's just kind of sitting there like, Mister, what are you doing over there?
I was told earlier today I need to. Excuse me.
Cover your bits.
Cover my bits up. My gentleman sausage.
Gentleman sausage.
Ladies and gentlemen, my husband.
And I look back at him and go, I was doing a wash. What are you doing?
Fishing?
With that?
Oh no.
Yeah.
Here comes the bear splain.
What you see? You need to stick him out.
Cat-like child, yeah. Covered. He looks like he's mostly got like a whitish fur, some gray spots here and there. The second one looking almost like an orange tabby.
And I just totally retarded. Turn around. Both hands. You have claws.
Yeah, but they're suggesting we get into the water.
What's wrong with the water?
It's water.
You don't like water?
Why would we?
Justin gets it.
I don't. Why not?
Because it makes you feel all gross.
Well, in my line of work, if you don't get dirty, if you don't get wet, you're not doing it right.
Go ahead. No, you're on a staircase. Go and start walking. Doop, 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 doop.
Oh, I can't with
Meanwhile,
myself sometimes.
The rest of you.
Are we
Darren's
just now heading off the ship?
I assume, yeah. Darren's just kind of standing there.
Well, we gonna go get him?
Yeah.
Nope.
Well, when I said we, I meant what do you?
We need to go get the bear.
All
Come
right.
on. And Darren's still in his full gear, halberd on his back, just kind of rests it and just starts walking while carrying it. You guys follow. Takes a couple minutes. You guys catch up to Beartooth, who is still in the water by this point, having this conversation with this small the two tabaxi children. Yes.
We went through town, right?
You have to go through town to get there. Yeah, more or less.
Okay. I would just like to say that we're not in Kansas anymore as we're walking past because Ash just has no idea about the whole Anthro furry people thing going on about this town.
That's true. Well, from where you grew up, you would have at least seen a few here and there.
I'm not saying I would never seen them.
Yeah,
I just didn't know this is where we were going.
Yeah, you'd at least seen a few here and there, and at the very, you know they exist. So, but yeah, you've definitely never seen a full town of more or less nothing but Anthro. It is mostly populated. You do see a few other, here and there, other creatures. You do see a couple orcs here and there as you're walking through. You're walking through a little slower than Bear did, so you're able to take in more of the sights. You see some orcs. You also see actually a few very tall, almost Goliath-sized reptilian-looking creatures with these scales, large, huge maws with rows of teeth, fangs. Used to be dragonborn. And you see a handful of them.
Okay.
Yep. There's a handful of dragonborn as well.
Whoever's listening. Just...
Aw. Johnny Be Good said, period. And then left. He just typed a period and then left. Someone I was watching on Xbox, they have an Xbox avatar as their little picture.
You said we get to Bear, right?
Yeah.
I would like to, I'm guessing passive perception, I would see clothes, see Bear, see kids. I would like to grab the equivalent of his bear underwear.
Careful there.
And I would like to swim to him as fast as possible.
Easy enough. You can swim very well. And so you...
But he's on.
Him?
Oh! I didn't know I was going to make this a thing.
Tabaxi child.
Don't look. I'd probably be positioning myself in front of him.
Yeah.
They're both male kids.
Yeah.
Bear cats.
They'll be fine.
Who are you?
Small
Z.
village hasn't seen anybody. They know everybody. I get it.
Well,
We just
Spit it out.
you're blue.
I'm bluer than blue.
There it was.
Abba-dee, abba-die, yeah. And the child slowly turns around and just kind of walks away.
I would like to ask
I want to show you how to fish properly.
I want to ask a question. Can I?
I'm pretty positive I know how to fish properly.
Would I be able to grab a fish fast enough? Like, would that be a Dix? I want to like. As he says that, I would like to like because I'm very familiar with water.
Right.
The whole thing is I'm female Aquaman, and I want to be like, wow.
Give me a dexterity check with advantage.
Great, now we're scaring the locals.
That's a 16.
16? Easy enough. You're able to quickly and like a dolphin. I almost picture like Zora from Zelda. Almost how I picture Zaina moving through the water.
You don't know that. Nope.
Yeah, I know. That's fine. Our viewers know.
Mara, new Aquaman.
Sure.
She's very.
And you
She's
can
nimble.
come up with a fish, yeah.
In my hand, not in my mouth, in my hand.
Sure.
I don't eat the fish. They are my friends.
Fish are friends! Not food!
But you tossed it to a fucking cat.
No, I just pulled it out of the water. I never said I tossed it.
Well, you certainly know how to swim.
Yeah.
You're still blue, though.
Yeah.
Okay. The child still turns around and continues to walk away with the orange tabby in tow.
Yeah, run along to your parents.
Darren walks up.
Hey, not blue.
This isn't the Doolittle.
You said we had to go find Bear. I did find.
I'm telling all of you this isn't the Doolittle. We're here for a job.
All of you.
You drug us here to come after the Bear.
Yes.
We did what you said.
I'm
we
coming,
mean-
Commander. I know how it works. I was just excited.
I can see that. You're here.
You smell better.
I need you around here. Give me a wisdom saving throw.
Me?
Yes.
Why? 11?
Bear does smell pretty good. He's pretty clean and for once doesn't smell like blood and death.
That's why I was complimenting
Pretty,
him.
smells kind of manly and kind of
He
good.
knows that he smells good. He's like, yeah, it's good.
It smells almost,
That's good.
Son of a bitch.
it smells kind of manlyish and smells pretty good. Like, yeah, for once he's super clean and you've seen him like with the tattoos that he has, all the hash marks, and yeah, he smells pretty good.
Fuck, I still gotta put those on the goddamn mini. I forgot about that.
I know what you're doing.
Hmm?
I know what you're doing.
No.
Well, how long do you think we're gonna be here, Blue?
Not blue.
For a little while. If you'd like to.
You see what she does?
Your problems are your problems. We're here for a job. That said,
Problem too.
we have a little bit of time. We'd like to walk around the town a little bit. We can.
Let's just get to the job.
Not a problem saving facts.
Not from what?
I didn't say that to you.
I didn't hear. I didn't hear it.
That's okay.
Okay.
The DM should know all.
Does he?
You see what she does?
Does he though? I'm not.
Anyways.
Yeah.
I don't even remember what I said at this point.
So, once you're finished washing everything off,
You said something about being a problem, and I said not a problem saving facts.
I do what Commander says.
yep. You get all dressed and everything. Everything's. I mean, you're pretty washed off, yeah, and not to mention refreshed.
I haven't seen the
Very
yellow
nice,
in
clean.
months.
Very nice, clean water, and yeah, not to mention refreshing water. Not exactly ship water. So with that, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Looks like you're doing a Google.
I'm not doing a Google.
The sooner we get back to Matilda, the better. So I'm alright with going straight to the job.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Google.
Plus, we got all those other people on board.
And the frogs.
And the frogs.
So Darren leads you through the town. You guys obviously garner some looks here and there because Goliath, Ganassi, and whatever you are.
I'm half skulk.
Yes, well, yes.
Just for the viewers.
For the viewers, yes.
Half skulk. I'm very, very
Half
gray.
murderer.
Yeah.
The fuck is a skulk?
We're like half human, half
Very
skulk,
gray.
all murderer.
You can look it up. I'm half human, half skulk, so I'm like very, very gray skinned with pupilless blue eyes, black and white hair.
I wouldn't reveal what I am because that's what my character would do.
Oh.
You guys make your
Stop
way.
making fun of me.
I am bluer than blue.
You guys make your way over to the Doolittle Inn. Again, it's a wood thatched building. Little metal sports. Yes. What?
Probably sent you something.
I did. This is something that I would be doing as we're walking.
Did you send me a thing?
I did.
Oh, okay. I just now got it.
Okay.
You may.
Damn it! It was gonna be a fucking unnatural 20, but now it's a 10. It fucking rolled.
10 total.
10.
Hard to say.
Okay.
I mean, he's
It was something in the jungle.
Fucking hate trees. Can't shoot the birds.
you don't feel much.
I can tell there's something, I just don't know what it is.
There's something, but yeah, you're not at all sure what it is. Meanwhile, I make way to the Doolittle. Once you walk in, it's a decent tavern. Maybe a little quaint. Decent sized amount of people there. Mostly Anthro. There's a handful of orcs at the bar. Very quiet, seem to be minding their business. Over in one corner, you actually do see there's a couple humans and or high elves rather.
Not them again.
Yeah, over in the corner you do see a couple humans and a couple high elves. Otherwise, Darren starts leading the way over to another corner where there is a almost crimson colored Aarakocra with black lines under the eyes, some black on the tips of her feathers, the wings. And she's seated just comfortably in a corner. Darren leads the way over. And as you approach, you hear, hello. Darren, I see you got the message. You're coming for the job, aren't you? Darren just nods. Yes, this is the crew that I'm bringing. We have Ashler, Zainab, Beartooth.
As I uncork a bottle of whiskey.
I'm a regular Michael Winslow over here. Yes, I see that. You've come to do a little bit of a, I don't want to call it a robbery, but a little bit of a taking from those who don't appreciate what they have. Yes? There's guy slowly nods. He takes a seat at the table. What do you guys like to do?
I'm gonna message you what I'm gonna do.
Is there anybody else at the table? You said there.
At her table, no.
Okay. I'll 2 chairs.
That's a decent sized table,
3,
actually.
4, 5, probably just enough for all.
Decent size. It's actually a pretty decent sized table. Probably about like an 8-seater. Yeah.
All right. Are we up near a wall at all? Like
Yes,
back to the corner?
over in a corner. Yes.
Okay. Is she in the corner?
I know she'd be seated basically kind of middle of like a rectangular table. She'd be sitting in the middle of one.
Okay. Well, I just want to be like by the wall,
Okay.
looking towards. I want to look towards the bar just to keep perspective.
An eye out. Yeah, give me a perception check while you're at it.
14.
14. See much you've already described.
I'm not looking for anything particular.
Yeah.
I just
Much of what I already described. The orcs You've maybe only ever seen a couple in your life. Orcs don't tend to go into Kingdom Portellus at all. They are very large, muscly. Picture your World of Warcraft orcs from, like, say, the movie. Very big.
I don't know World of Warcraft, but I do know what an orc looks like.
Yeah, well, I know if you've seen the movie or seen the trailers. Yeah,
No.
they're pretty big.
I mean, I do know what they
The
look
tusks, yeah. Very large, but they're not rowdy at all. They're very quiet, and they're seated at the bar, kind of in a line, and, you know, seem to be having a little bit of conversation while over drinks.
like. Any of them look at me?
Most of the bar took note of you coming in.
Any of them
most of the tavern.
lingering, looking at specifically me?
The orcs, no. Some of the Anthro are here and there. Yep.
The high elves?
Halves and humans, yes.
Where are they specifically at in comparison to me?
Probably perpendicular. Not perpendicular. Say this is the bar. You guys maybe in this one. They're probably over.
Nothing really in between
Similar-ish,
besides
similar.
maybe some people.
A couple other tables,
Okay,
couple
I
other
specifically
Anthros.
want to focus in on them.
Their eyes do linger quite a bit.
I'm not a big fan of the high elves. I don't trust them.
Yep, their eyes do linger a little bit.
Ash,
Probably more than the others.
fucking figured it out.
Thank you.
I'll sit at the edge of the one table closest to everybody else at the bar.
Okay.
I would like to do what I sent you. It is timestamped now. Even though I timestamped it in May.
Yep. So, yeah, I'm gonna take another pee real quick because I'm a little hydrated. That's how I roll.
You don't have to explain taking a pee.
We were there.
So,
You'd like to somewhat talk amongst yourself for a moment.
I timestamped it in here, and now I timestamped it on there.
That's great.
Bam!
Y'all's gonna bring death and disease upon my ship. Y'all.
Stuart looks at you and goes,
That's normal every
He's
time
gonna
I
do
look
it.
at every time I look at him he does
Yeah.
that. I just put my hand on my gun. Well, I'm gonna build her something awesome, and she's gonna thank me for it, and I'm gonna have to sacrifice all the frogs. My women's shoes can do the clickety clicks. Cha 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 cha. Do I need to entertain? Cha 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 cha. Entertain. Okay, I no longer have to entertain. I'm not doing it.
What the deuce?
Yeah, that was.
That was what?
No, Richard was at the gas station when I was there to get all that stuff. He picked that one up and shook it, so I turned it so that he wouldn't pick it up first.
What a good friend.
good to know. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, that's not mine. He's like, oh, Justin's? I was like, yes. He's like, ah.
Coming up after this, stay tuned for perhaps an episode of D&D and Dude, depending on how everyone feels. Okay.
okay.
So, you're able to seat yourself there at the same table as Ruby, Darren, Ash, because since Beartooth is sitting close over towards the bar. And with that, Ruby just kind of looks over, well, the two of you plus Darren. And it's been a long time since I've seen you over here, Darren, and this is certainly a different crew than the last one you brought through. Yes, of course. Well, sorry, I say that as the DM. Yes, of course.
Ash didn't say that.
World building.
That's why I whispered.
I would like to look at Darren when she says that. And then continue to listen intently.
You brought a ganassi with you. What a ganassi? I understand your lands are not far from here.
Backtrack.
Uh-huh.
You are very wrong. Because we were the only ones. We were extremely rare. Mom was protecting us. Didn't know. Like, she knew what we were, obviously, but nobody else did, and that's why she was so in fear for our lives. So she wouldn't know that my lands were here because we didn't go anywhere. Who was the sheltered?
I'm sure maybe she found out somehow.
You don't know what she wants.
It's true.
So upon that knowledge of her saying that, making sure that she actually meant what she said. What would Zeta do?
Let's all take a moment.
Hold on. This, I was not prepared.
You can take some time. I got something I want to do.
Be my guest while I'm thinking of what Zeta would do, because Zeta would instantly be like, I don't know what she would do. Would she flip the table, or would she be like,
I'm not looking at the conversation that's happening, though I'm listening. I'm still looking at the
Humans and high elves.
high elves specifically. But I'd like to kind of turn so maybe they don't see my face so much.
Okay.
Take out one of my guns and kind of just tinker with it. Just
Fiddling a little bit. Okay.
fiddle with it. A little, just fiddle.
Okay.
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 are you doing that sneakily?
No, not really. I'm just kind of turning and taking out my gun and then paying attention to it.
Have we been together long enough that I would know that you were uncomfortable? I don't want to metagame the shit out of this.
No, I fiddle with my guns all the time when I'm bored. So,
Okay.
unless I specifically, like, something. I mean, yeah, you might be able to kind of know, but it's not going to be.
I actually, no,
Yes,
because
it's
if
not
this
gonna
was
be
happening,
obvious.
no, 'cause if this was happening at the same time in the conversation, I would not notice that whatsoever.
Yep. Your perception was 16, correct? Thereabouts?
It was either 15 or 16, I believe.
Yeah, it was 50 or 16.
I think it was 16. You notice basically that the humans and high elves, they're definitely taking note of this table and what's going on. They seem to be definitely trying to kind of keep an eye in that corner, but
Do I recognize
they're
any of them?
trying to do it non-discreetly. You don't recognize any of them, but I would say...
Do I recognize any of them for being where I have been?
Yes, what I'm getting to is, you don't necessarily recognize any of the individuals. What you do recognize is that two of the humans and one of the high elves, this group probably about 7 or 8, two of the humans, one of the high elves, are wearing green and silver colors. Not necessarily like their entire outfit is green and silver, but you do
I
at
would
least
still
notice there's some
pick that
accents
out.
of green
Yeah.
and silver, which are the colors of Kingdom Bertellus. So you at least would be able to pick that out. Like, it would stick out to you, like, knowing that, okay, they're wearing Kingdom Bertellus colors. Like
That's
I said,
why
not necessarily their entire outfit, but like
That's
here
why
and
I
there.
want to, like, kind of
little
hide
bits,
my,
yeah.
like, just turn a little bit.
Hello, Overcome Warrior.
Hello!
Hello.
Hello!
Hello.
So,
Okay.
Okay, so upon hearing what she said to Xena, Xena would probably do produce flame, but very small. And you know how, like, you can sit there and do it with a coin where you flip it back and forth between your fingers. Look at her and say, I think you have me confused with someone else.
I'm pretty sure I would not confuse Watagnasi for anybody else. You are blue after all.
So's Darren.
you guys,
Look at Terry and be like, very blue.
Yes, we've gone over this.
It's been
Not enough times.
Yes, blue is I am red, and I'm positive it's what you are. Yes, I'm familiar with your people.
I don't have people.
Well, certainly there are other Guataganasi like you nearby. I've dealt with them on more than one occasion.
I think you're mistaken. Insight?
Oh my god. You don't have to roll anything, no. It had nothing to do with anything you were rolling.
I rolled a 16 on insight.
A 16 on insight. She seems to be telling the complete truth.
Does she seem to be giving any hints, like subtle nods towards where my mom is?
No, not by any means.
Like, oh, you're from that way!
No, not by any means. She is speaking truthfully. While she seems to be much
Too
like
knowledgeable.
Serenar and other shady folk that perhaps you guys pick up jobs from, she seems to be on the up and up. I mean, she's being very open and honest. Like, she is more surprised to see a Waterganasi, here in the tavern more than she is, like, trying to drum up a story by any means.
Okay. That's... you don't fucking know me. You don't know me. Leave me alone. I didn't say that out loud.
Meanwhile, we have what looks like some kind of... someone interested in Verox, of course, it looks like, yes? Someone... What is that weapon you have there?
Something I designed. I'll put it back.
Interesting. Interesting. You have a very interesting crew, Darren. Perhaps it will be of this job that I have in mind. The thing is, Verox is, of course, a commodity. It's not exactly rare, but there is a lot of it, and, well, we all need it as a society. As you'll see throughout town, we are a humble town, a humble village, but we still benefit from Verox. We still benefit from being able to craft things such as even as simple as everlasting torches. I've heard word that there is a little bit of a shipment of Verox traveling through the Evergod. It is going to be destroyed unless we do something about it.
Destroyed with what?
Just simply destroyed.
Depends on what you put near Verox.
It's possible to destroy it, provided you don't have the means.
I said what you put near it, not that it can't be destroyed.
Certainly.
You know how temperamental it can be, I'm assuming.
Of course. There's a bit of a, we'll call it religious outlying group, called the Salvation.
Fantastic, another movement.
Yes, they believe that Verox is unnatural and they seek to destroy any that they can come across. That's the Salvation.
Okay.
Yep. As in, like, the Salvation Army.
The Salvation, they are worshippers of the goddess Motuna.
Motuna. Yes, Motuna. Yeah, I didn't realize until right now that it sounds like most spicy tuna.
She doesn't know.
I would like to do a Constitution saving throw on myself.
Go ahead.
That's an natural 20.
You're fine.
You feel a little bit of bile rising in your throat, but you keep it down.
Yes.
No, I just burped and it was that very burp.
Yes, the Salvation, they worship the goddess of Motuna. She's a goddess of nature. They believe that Verox is unnatural and they seek to destroy what they can come across.
Destroy?
You say from nearby.
Yes, my large friend. Destroy it. As in, make it unoperational. They don't believe that magic should be produced via mechanical means. They believe in their goddess will provide what they need.
Then we must do what destroyed them.
They must be really lazy.
They are certainly, I would say, misguided.
You really think they're gonna get rid of... Do they really think they're gonna get rid of all the Verox in the whole ever?
Perhaps not, but with these sorts of religious zealots, you never know.
They perhaps believed that they could.
How big is this movement?
It's hard to say. It's mostly wood elves who lived in the Outerlands.
Elves.
Yes,
quiet.
these wood elves, they live in the Outerlands, and they're a little better than... I can't think of a better word. She would use a word along the lines of hillbillies or hicks. Something along those lines.
Uncivilized.
Uncivilized folks, yes. They don't exactly realize the, let's say, benefits of technology. And while I know we are a humble village, we still, like I said, benefit from it.
Sounds like these wood elves need a little bit of freedom.
So, it's a very simple job. They're moving a large shipment of Verox through from the Outerlands towards one of their altars here inside the Evergod. They're slowly trying to expand the reach of their goddess. I simply request that you intercept them and bring the Verox here. It benefits everybody. Society will not have a loss of Verox. I will take the Verox and sell it, as I do, as my people do. We'll put it back into societies where it can be of use.
Sounds easy enough.
Yeah. There's a mosquito.
Okay, yeah.
And did you see it
You
coming
looked like
down?
you were
It
so
was-
fucking confused for a second. Like,
Because it was coming down, but instead of like flying, it was going all the way from the fucking. There, it's doing it again.
Oh my god.
Yes, and now do you see why I'm confused? I'm like, what the fuck are you doing?
he's doing sky donuts.
Literally, it went all the way down to the Game of Thrones box and then back up again. I'm like, the fuck are you doing? Do you see it? How is he not doing Bear confused?
Bear, use confusion.
I actually want to say. So you want us? I turn around, by the way. You want us
You want us to stop talking to the other
to
side.
stop the destruction of the Verox, which we all know powers all of our guns.
Sure, we all know that, sure.
Verox is, I'm not going to say this one out loud, but Verox runs through the veins of the people on our ship. And you want us to get this.
He's not going to say that out loud.
No, it was just,
be like-
just so you know what I'm thinking of. You want us to take this Verox, stop it from being destroyed, give it to you so that you can distribute it,
So I can sell it, of course.
sell it.
And of course, your efforts will not go uncompensated. This is a job. I'm more than willing to share a cut of what I will be making off of the distribution of this.
Do you have a number?
I do.
I'm not sitting beside you.
No, you're not.
I'm not.
Do you have an amount?
That is something.
What would you make off of this?
That is something that perhaps I will discuss with your captain.
How much Verox are we talking about?
It is a large shipment. They're using at least. They're at least going to be carrying it via horse, perhaps. It will at least be a large amount of cargo.
Say horse or whore? I'm not sure. This is me asking you.
Oh. It's hard to tell, because like, that sounded like a Bear Juice line. Horse.
Okay.
Horse. Horse and buggy.
Okay.
Horse and buggy.
Horse and buggy, yes. Horse and buggery.
There goes my tuna.
Okay.
For those of you watching, that is an inside joke.
Why are you staring at the camera?
I'm staring at the microphone because I'm talking to the microphone.
Oh my god, yeah, you're staring at the microphone, not the camera. Why are you doing that?
Because I can.
Oh, I've done that so many times. Hi, how are you doing?
For anyone watching, spicy
talking to a water
tuna
bottle.
is...
The camera's right there! It's got a blue light and everything.
The spicy tuna is an inside joke about a stripper's dirty vagina. Thank you. This has
18
been my
plus
TED
drink.
Talk.
Anyway.
I had to fill them in while we're laughing about spicy tuna.
Yeah, we'll be able to discuss the amounts.
So you don't know how much is there.
Well, we know it is a large amount.
Do an insight check on me.
A large enough amount that one of my informants at least has...
I would not. That was me talking to Casey.
I know. Yeah, I got that.
Okay.
I got Zayna
Do an
would
insight
say.
check on me when I said, so you don't know how much is there.
Do you think I'll be able to use my great axe?
14.
You'd be picking up on
Yo,
something. She doesn't know
the
how much
axe
is
that
there,
you
which means we
have
could take some of it. And she wouldn't
probably
know.
be
She doesn't have
necessary,
an exact number of
yes.
how much is there.
These what
You're
else?
thinking criminal.
The part of this salvation.
receiving
They
it.
are certainly
Clearly, she's not appreciative.
they're certainly religious zealots. They are not going to be open to negotiation. Let's say they're probably going to fight back. They're not going to simply let you take the Verox just because you say it's for the greater good. They believe that they are worshipping and serving their goddess, and with that, there is no reason. No reasoning with them.
So you're saying you don't care if there's casualties?
I'm not concerned with a few. A few
It's a yes or no
rural
question.
wood elves. Of course not.
Alright. Got everything I need. Start walking out.
Leave it to the murder hobo.
Glad I took a bath.
Yes. You'd all like to head back. This is Darren. Darren, obviously.
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 This is Darren.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Yes, I picture Stuart there on your shoulder.
Rip it.
Stewart!
Not blue. I'm gonna teach them how to say not blue.
You can teach him. Bud. Eyes. Jesus fucking Christ.
For those of you that are too young to understand the reference,
Oh my god, yeah.
Budweiser
Oh
frogs.
my god, that ad is from like
it's
98.
Those are from
yeah, it was like
NASCAR,
middle school when we were in.
No, and part of the
There were
98?
too.
Also, yeah.
Yeah.
I was born in 95.
So
Oh my God.
Budweiser, for one of their Super Bowl ads, there were frogs, and one
And
would
there you
go, Bud.
Wise.
I had plenty of context clues.
But
Frogs.
no, do one better. The lizards. The chameleons.
This guy didn't know who Spuds McKenzie was.
I don't know who that is.
I
We're getting
know
off
the name.
track.
I know the name, to be honest.
He was the
but
Getting
spokes
off track.
dog for Budweiser.
How far?
Party animal, the original party animal.
How far shall we trek for this job?
not very far. They're coming from the Yatalans, and they'll be heading to the Evergod. Only a few miles from here. My informant has told me they will be crossing these paths roughly within a day. So you've arrived.
Beartooth gets up and starts walking out of the bar.
Yeah, I'm on the outside waiting.
Yeah,
so
you're already out,
You
yeah.
pass me or whatever.
You're back up. You already head
No,
back to the
actually, I
Matilda.
grab you by the arm and I drag you with me.
Oh,
You want me
okay.
to roll for it?
Yeah.
All right.
Alright, so that's a athletics versus acrobatics or athletics. Whichever one you choose.
Oh. Both this. Oh, actually, no.
I
I'm
would think your
acrobatics.
acrobatics should be better, yeah.
Acrobatics. 16.
20.
Yeah.
Not natural.
I
So you're,
just kinda-
so you're standing there and all of a sudden just
Yoink.
hand on shoulder, boom, starts dragging you along.
I have feet, Bear. You can use your words. Ugh.
I move fast.
That's not true. I'm being dragged.
According to those rolls, that's true.
Well, it's stronger, not faster.
Wait. Darren's gonna be angry. We shall stop.
What? Ugh. Do you get your hands off me?
So meanwhile,
I'll start walking to the ship. Are you gonna stop me? Okay.
meanwhile,
I flip you off as I'm walking.
your crew is very eccentric. You sure they're going to be able to do this job?
She didn't see any of that.
I know she didn't. Yeah, but she just saw you walk off. You walk off. The captain's still standing there. And the captain didn't dismiss you.
I would say it's professional because we got what we needed and now we're ready for the job.
Meanwhile, Darren's still sitting there. Didn't dismiss anybody.
I was actually sitting there and be like,
She's
who's the best one you got now?
She's
I watch Darren go, fuck. fucking A.
She's not giving us any information. She just wants to talk to the captain. So it wouldn't matter if you were there anyways.
Would it?
And I knew that.
Well,
She didn't do shit about it.
I think we have an accord. We'll take the job. We'll bring the Verox shipment back here. Is that agreeable, Zaina? Since the rest of the crew is not here to ask.
We are.
You're like,
Sounds good to me.
All right. And with that, Darren stands up and what?
He starts walking away.
He begins to, yeah.
Okay. Then what?
He
Are you
starts to make his way out of the tavern. Yeah, what are you doing?
He's going? Is he outside the tavern yet?
No, he wouldn't make it outside the tavern without noticing that you aren't, following. He's not that stupid.
How much can you tell me about his old crew?
About-
You're the second.
Stage whisper. Stage whisper for me.
Stage whisper.
It's not you need to keep it from Darren. Darren's right here.
Darren, close your ears.
This is Ruby. This is Darren.
Close your ears.
Close your ear. How much can you quickly tell me about his old crew? You're the second person to bring him up.
Oh. Every time,
Quickly!
every time I've seen him, of course, he brings different people.
Does everybody else die?
That's a good question.
I don't know, to be honest.
You should ask one time while I'm standing here.
You
She would not be laughing. I'm laughing at myself.
Yeah, I know.
From everything I know of Darren, he takes care of his people. He does not view them as expendable. I can at
Why has
least,
nobody stuck around?
I don't know. Do you plan on living your life on his little boat that he has all your entire life?
For now.
But perhaps you will eventually move on. I'm sure most of his crew did.
Why do they call him Blue?
That I do not know.
Fuck.
I've heard at least a rumor or two. In fact, I heard from, and by this point you hear Darren
Hold on! Girl talk!
Girl talk and wait. Let's get back to the Matilda.
It cannot. Damn it.
Yes, right. The quicker you get in position to ambush these...
Write it out. Give it to me the next time you see me.
I'll do my very best for you.
Fuck it better. I say under my breath as I walk away. Bitching the whole time. God, fucking damn it. Fucking God, Blue bastard fucking ruining my things.
Yeah, see, here's the thing. Ruby's here. Darren's here. God's here.
So you walk past Bear just standing in the middle of the street.
Yes, it's still bitching the whole time.
You see two little feet drag marks.
Nope, I wouldn't even be paying attention.
Okay, two of you. Well, while here in town, if there's anything that you'd like to spend your hard-earned pay on, now would be the time before we head out. We have roughly a day to make it a few miles. I think we can make it there without an issue. We have time.
Where are you going?
Just back to the ship. I'm ready to work. I'm ready to kill people.
I'm gonna do this as quick as possible because I don't want a fucking 3-hour shopping trip like we usually have.
That's fine now. We
What is there?
We can skip the role play of the shop.
What is there? Anything I could use, etc. I don't know what I'm specifically looking for. I would be wandering around aimlessly until I found something of
Maybe
interest.
either a perception or investigation. Good one.
Yeah,
I swear to God, there's a pet shop and they have frogs. I swear to God.
At a game, I would like to find a shop like we found in the Feywild, where I got my ring.
I mean, I see what you're asking.
I in this campaign, I want another ring of message because none of us have it.
Okay, fair enough. All right.
Metagame. There's a spell I can't have, so I want to put it in a magic item.
Let me open a few things in some other tabs. Okay, so you go looking around, and while this is a smaller village, again, Verox is available, and they do have
There's one decent-sized magic shop that deals in eccentric goods. Eccentric. Yes, that's the word I'm looking for.
Eccentric.
Goods. And you're able to peruse. Your investigation was what again?
A 16?
Okay.
I don't remember.
You speak to the.
16 sounds right.
You speak to the shop owner, and he has quite a few
11.
goods.
Is it 11?
Oh.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm doing just. I'm going to do it.
Okay, come say goodnight, babe.
Because I'm really tired.
That's fine. Can you at least change out of your shorts? Because these ones we are very uncomfortable to sleep in.
I can cover with my blankie.
No. Like they're gonna cut into your waist because they've got the harder elastic. You just change your pants or sleep in your underwear. Whatever you want to do.
Whatever you want to do.
I love you, Buggy.
I love you.
Thank you.
My chest hurts. Go to bed.
I love you.
I love you. Hey,
Good night.
dead in his hands. You guys are look at me. I'm gonna have you guys do it tomorrow. We're gonna paint your little canvases, and then I'm gonna put your guys' handprints up there too. Okay? I love you.
Thank you.
Okay. Sorry.
Oh, no, you're fine.
You should be.
Okay. What you do find is specifically looking for a ring of messaging.
Or a bracelet.
You're able to find a ring of messaging. It'd be 200 gold.
Paid.
Paid, bought for, there you go, ring of messaging. It would not require attunement. That is a simple enough wondrous item that would not require attunement. Paid for.
I would like to use said ring after I put it on, and I would like to message Neth and be like, boogity boogity.
The message only has a range of, I believe it's 100 feet.
Okay, well, I'm sure I wouldn't know that,
100.
so I would keep going until I got within range of the ship.
Are you interested in anything else that the shop might have had? You're the only one that's
I would
apparently
do
good
like a
shopping.
peruse. I would like to just see what else they have, something that may be of interest.
Okay.
Beartooth doesn't go shopping.
I'm gonna ask Beartooth to go hunting though for us real quick. Get some meat while Zaina's out. Sound good? Hey, don't hit the cat children, okay? Well, I don't want any cat children food. Though, if you do see a bird, those might be pretty. You know what? You bring back what you want. Just a suggestion.
I have my mare's leg, so and longbow.
I have
Would you
my
like to go
bill.
hunting? Would you like to go hunting?
Yeah, sure.
Give me a survival check, but with advantage, because you would be used to hunting. That's something that you would be capable and proficient in doing.
Said survival.
Yeah, survival with advantage.
6.
With
I
advantage?
gotta roll one.
With advantage, yeah.
11.
11 total, alright. So you start to, you take a little trek out into the woods. The forest is nearby. You're a little big, and perhaps you don't think twice about it.
Who does these hands?
Ours?
Wow.
Uno más. Come
I
on.
love you.
I love you.
Love you.
I love you.
Try to get one. Yay!
Good night.
I was about to say, don't forget about me. Good night.
Hey, who made this handprint?
Good night.
You did.
And Dad.
Where's this?
The one that's all silly. You guys are gonna do it tomorrow.
Yes, mommy.
Get out of here. Go to bed.
We're gonna do that.
Mm-hmm.
Why does the king do it?
Come on, Ellie.
Oh,
Come on, Ellie. We gotta get back to
Okay,
what we're doing.
switch on my fridge.
He looks pretty. Why is his hair?
Because I painted it purple.
Bye.
Huh?
Bye.
Good night.
I love you.
Bye forever.
I love you. I love you.
Oh, come on. Don't look at me like that.
Don't do that.
Alright, good night.
I love you.
I said that.
No, you didn't. You said goodnight.
I love you. Ow.
You just hit her in the face.
You. Stupid.
Run while you can.
Don't use my daughter.
Hour.
So,
I laid claim. You can have the other one.
also in the shop, they do have potions of healing, if you'd like to talk about any of those.
Nope.
Potions of regular healing, potions of greater healing.
Nope.
Okay. None? Okay.
She's magical.
He tries to, the shopkeeper also tries to interest you in a few other goods. There is a staff that is covered in, it's depicted basically a whole bunch of bird carvings. It's a wooden staff, has a handful of carvings that look like birds.
Can I talk to birds with this? Can I control birds with this?
Control birds? No.
I don't want
control birds. Okay, what then? Okay.
Control birds? No. Okay, no.
That is fair. There is also a cloak of protection.
What does that do?
The cloak of protection, well, what it does. It's been a little while since I looked it up.
Sorry.
I don't know off the top of my head, actually. A cloak of protection. Once you have... Oh, it does not... Oh, yeah, it does quite. Once you have attuned to it, and you've worn it for some time, it gives you a benefit to avoiding blows, essentially a +1 to AC.
Got it. No, I'm good.
Okay. He also has a couple other... He points out he has a couple spell scrolls. Protection from poison. Spell scroll for sleep. A bag of tricks.
How much is the bag of tricks?
The bag of tricks?
I'm a
cereal or real tricks?
Are they for kids?
Tricks are for
Are they for kids? 350 gold for a bag of tricks.
Is that... Okay. Metagame. Is that like what Ara had?
I will tell you exactly what it is here in a moment. Well, he will kind of, sort of describe what it is. This bag. It's a very curious thing. It comes from perhaps a druid folk of some kind. But you reach in and you pull out a little fuzzy ball. And once you throw this ball, it turns into a creature. It's very confusing how it works. I don't understand druid magic, but I do have it available.
Yeah, 300?
350.
Steal the pencil.
How about 300, please?
I gave you a pencil.
Because I bought a pretty ring.
You have a pencil.
I do not.
You give me a persuasion check.
22.
Make it up for 300.
Thank you, sir. Okay, that's it.
That
I
is-
leave. Thank you.
You
Have a nice day.
can write it down as a tan bag of tricks. The color does matter. The color determines what is in it. So,
Shall she know what's inside?
The,
Or does she have to
necessarily.
wait until she gets back and opens it?
Until she uses it.
Okay.
Hence why I was saying it doesn't matter what color it is because it determines what could be inside.
real fast, a DM question. If it dies, it goes back in the bag, correct?
I'll say for the sake of brevity here, you do have the spell identify. So and because it just doesn't require attunement of any kind, so anyone could use this bag. They reach in, they pull out a furry ball, and they throw it. You guys identify to find out exactly what properties it has.
As I'm walking back.
Reaching inside the bag, however, reveals the presence of a small fuzzy object. The bag only weighs about a half pound. You can use an action to pull a fuzzy object from the bag and throw it up to 20 feet. When it lands, it transforms into a creature determined by die roll. The creature vanishes at the next dawn, or when it is reduced to 0 hit points. The creature would be friendly to you and your companions. Acts on your turn. You can use a bonus action to command it. How it moves and what action it will take. Give it general orders. Once 3 fuzzy objects have been pulled from the bag cannot be used again until the next dawn.
So I would know that. Until the next dawn. So I would have them again. Okay. After I get outside of town and I'm still walking back to the ship, I want to throw one of those balls.
Once you get outside of town towards the ship, roll me a d8.
I have something I want to do It doesn't have to be right now.
7.
It's going to be on the ship, so it doesn't have to be right now. But I do want to do it before she gets back.
So you pull out a brownish, fuzzy ball that has some white speckles on it, and you throw it. And once it lands, it boop, 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 boop. What appears, you hear it before you even see it. You all of a sudden hear a... as a giant hyena appears.
That's depressing.
Is it different per every day? Or is it like...
It's determined by die roll every time you throw one.
Can I put in my notes what each of the rolls are so that way I don't have to tell you? Like, you don't have to look it up every time?
Yes, you may. That would make sense. It's supposed to be a little bit of surprise, but... Because you never know what you're going to get. And that's kind of... Honestly, I would prefer that. Because you don't know what you're going to get.
But a 7 is a hyena.
A 7 is a hyena. You at least know that giant hyena. Not just a hyena, a giant hyena. This thing's pretty large. Probably about the size of a dire wolf. So, a very big hyena. And its cackle could probably be heard inside of Matilda. It's kind of like it
Fantastic.
trots back and forth a little bit and then just kind of sits down and
I'm
waits.
like wielding, and it's like, and I stop.
I would like to command it to go find Beartooth and to lick his face.
Actually, do you return to the ship?
No, I was out hunting.
Oh yeah, that's right. You're out hunting. All right, so
No, I do not do... Oh, I wouldn't know that, and I would have already commanded it.
Damn it.
Son of a biscuit.
Hopefully it doesn't hunt the hyena.
I mean, if it does, it just goes away.
meanwhile, with your survival check you made, there are quite a few creatures in the woods. You perhaps don't necessarily account for the fact that you're nice and clean, and you're not necessarily in your elements. This isn't the mountains like you're used to hunting. You're able to get a handful of squirrels, maybe probably about 2 rabbits. No, it's enough for a decent stew. You get a handful of small creatures, but you're not able to get down to anything big.
I did a perception to see if I hear the hyena coming up. I got a 13, 14, 15, 16, 17.
While you're out hunting, you're just starting to finish up, and yes, you do hear you hear some kind of cackling. You hear what? You hear that. Coming from. Hard to tell. I mean, you're in the woods, but you're pretty positive of the direction, and it sounds like it's coming from near the ship.
I do, let's just say, acrobatics to see if I can climb a tree real fast.
I mean, that's easy enough. You're not really under any danger, but...
That was a 19.
Yeah, plus math. Yeah, you're able to bound up a tree pretty quickly. You're big.
Okay, so I'm up a tree.
Up a pretty big maple, yeah. Like, the branches were... branches didn't start till 15 feet up, and you just leap up and clamber your way up into it anyway. They're big enough to hold you. What would you like to do?
Does the hyena come up to where I'm at?
Give the hyena be a perception check. So we'll be both advantage because it would have keen senses. So I believe I haven't looked up the fucking stats for giant hyena. No, not for you. For Zana, it's your giant hyena. Perception with advantage. I believe giant hyena is probably getting +1. I would believe. I can look up the stats. Hold on. Giant hyena.
My roll was an 18.
5E. Yep. All right. I'll double check, but I'm pretty positive they get keen senses. They don't get keen senses, so it technically wouldn't be with advantage, but we'll say with advantage anyway, because
I did it.
It gets +1, yeah, that's correct. So
okay, so total of 19.
Total 19. Yeah, I mean, it's able to track down Beartooth without an issue. I mean, he's clean, smells like Beartooth. You are able to quickly describe and get a little bit of a telepathic arm to him, and
Mohawk.
Yeah, sure enough, in the woods, yeah. You're up in the tree, and all of a sudden this giant hyena comes bounding through, sniffs.
I would have also said to be friendly, because I wouldn't want him to try to attack it. So it'd probably wag at its tail.
Yeah, it cackles and almost gets on its hind legs, like, looking up at you. Like, doesn't look aggressive by any means. It's just like, it almost looks like an excited dog. A very, very big dog.
Okay. Well,
But it looks, as far as its demeanor, it's pretty obvious. It doesn't seem hostile.
okay, well, I come down and I give it one of the rabbits.
All right, it's in. Sure enough, and you offer to it, and and it just immediately starts to devour right into that rabbit without an issue. Starts to tear right into it, as a hyena would be one to do.
And I should just start walking back to the ship.
They're back to the ship. It trots right along with you the entire way. So, Zaina, you see Beartooth walking back.
Has it jumped up and licked him in the face yet?
Oh my god.
It
That
would
was
have
exactly
actually, yeah. It
what
would
I
have,
told
yeah.
it to do.
It would have, yeah. As once you got down from the tree, gave it the rabbit.
Now, is it male or female?
Odds, male, even female.
Odds, male.
Okay, that's good. Because female hyenas have giant not prostates.
Oh my god.
I feel like that's something Bear Bear would know.
No, like they're fucking. I don't know what it is exactly off the top of my head right now. It just like drags on the ground. It's so huge. Females do.
Balls?
No, not balls. I'm serious. I'm serious. They have such a giant.
Thank you,
Like a
Overcome
pooch?
Warrior, for
guys
sticking
can
with
do
us
it.
through
You
this
can look it
hyena
up.
vagina
I know I'm
talk.
right. I know
Like
I'm
a
right.
little pooch?
No. Like, damn it.
Their teats?
No, not their tits, not their nothing like that. It's their fucking.
Their eyeballs?
Their. I would say, clitoris almost.
It doesn't say anything about that on my fucking monster sheet here.
Of
So
course it doesn't. But real hyenas, the females have like this big ass thing that hangs down and just fucking drags across the grass.
no, I think
That's
not.
oddly specific.
What the hell's it called?
Well, you don't have to worry about it because you got a male.
90% of what I know about hyenas is from Lion King.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you,
And
Overcome
that's kid
Warrior,
friendly.
for sticking with us through this.
HYENA. Why?
Can I do my thing now?
Yes, what would you like to do?
I would like to,
During
since
this.
I'm assuming Neff is still on the ship. I'd like to, and in the helm or whatever. I'm gonna walk up to him and ask him. We'll just ask from the. I'm assuming he doesn't hear me coming, but I can be sneaky if I need to be.
Oh yeah, give me a stealth check. If you're trying to be sneaky.
Not specifically trying to, but I know I'm pretty. Like I'm just gonna talk at him.
You're
I'm talk behind him. I'm
You're
not
able
gonna
to
just
skulk. Yes.
Yes.
So give me a stealth check just to see.
That's 22.
Yeah, I'm not gonna beat that. It's close, but no.
Just from like the doorway. I'm gonna.
He's basically sitting at the helm as he normally is, with his feet propped up, his boots propped up, and his little compass device just kind of dangling. He's kind of holding on to it a little bit. No, he's wide awake, but he's just kind of dangling his compass and just kind of sitting there waiting, trying to kill time. Flipping the compass open, closing it, flipping it open.
Do you do magic?
Oh. I'm familiar with it, of course, aren't I? I am not an expert at this. What do you mean?
Well, since my former magic friend is no longer talking to me, I need another magic friend. Can you detect magic and or like say I give you an item, you can see what it does?
I might be able to at least check it out, won't I?
It's a yes or no question. I don't trust you, Neth.
I can certainly try, can't I?
I'm asking you to try.
Sorry, that's me as a DM. I'm smirking about my cleverness.
It's okay.
I can certainly try, can't I?
Of course you can, but I don't want you to try. I want you to do. Yes or no?
I'll do my very best. What is it that you need me to do?
No, yes or no?
I'm familiar with magic. I at least can recognize some things. I was brought up in a little bit of a, I was brought up in Kingdom of Palace. I'm familiar with it.
I'll hold out the blade that I had found, that I had been given. It's wrapped up, so he'd have to unwrap it.
Okay.
You use it on me, I swear to God, I'll shoot you.
And he kind of he unwraps it and he looks at it. He's like, "Why would I use this on you?"
I don't know what it does. What does it do?
He takes a moment. He starts looking at it. Yeah, sure enough. Okay. Let me pull up. Actually, I have the notes back here. Oh, behind my little sketch. No, I don't. That's one of you guys.
That is me. I didn't realize there was sound.
I have my notes somewhere.
You said the dagger had like a raven.
A crow, actually.
Crow?
Yes. Boy, where did I put the
Crow
notes
handle,
for that?
I think it was, and then like a black blade.
Yes, yeah. Oh my god, where did I put the notes for that?
While he's looking that up, when it comes down to a hyena, when it comes down to females, the genitalia of a female closely resembles that of a male. The clitoris is shaped and positioned like a penis, a pseudopenis, and is capable of erection. The female also possesses no external vagina, as the labia are fused to form a pseudoscrotum. The pseudopenis is traversed to its tip by a central urogenital canal through which the female urinates, copulates, and gives birth. The pseudopenis can be distinguished from the male's genitalia from shorter length, greater thickness, and more rounded glands. So, like I said, the female's clitoris in the hyena can drag on the ground. It's that fucking big.
Good for them. I did not believe you.
Well, I know
that's
a lot.
interesting.
I know a lot about animals.
Interesting.
That's certainly interesting. That is interesting.
I'm sorry, I realized that you weren't ready to.
No, I thought I was ready. Like I don't remember where the fuck I put the notes for that. I know.
How about
I know vaguely what it does, and
if he does know it,
he does.
if he says he knows it, I'm gonna also hold up the little vial that I had gotten to.
You women question me all the fucking time. It's terrible.
Nobody questioned you.
Y'all did.
Without handing it over though, I don't know if he needs to touch it, but whatever.
I'll look it over.
I'm just holding it in front of his face.
I'm giving him a quick roll for that. He's able to discern it's some kind of. If you throw it, it would probably explode and do something, but past that, not much. It looks like it's volatile. Past that, he's not positive.
I'll put that in the explode pile.
The dagger, on the other hand, he's pretty sure he's figured out what it is. Essentially, it's a murder dagger. It is a blunt blade that, when used, instead of dealing damage, whoever is struck by it is chased by a flock of crows for 1d4 days. As in, followed by a murder of crows.
I got it as soon as you said crows. I'm like, oh. You're like, murder dagger. I'm like,
Can it control birds?
oh.
I can control birds.
Doesn't necessarily control them, it's just whoever's struck by it.
That's technically controlling them, in a way, but it's not commanding.
Okay.
It's just controlling.
Kind of, yeah.
But okay, I just had to side note that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you're gonna give back?
Yeah, he hands it right back, yeah. No.
Oh, okay.
He once he
Is
figures
this-
it out and he explains it, he hands it right back, yeah.
Is
He's
this
not
is
trying
this
to hold on to
gonna
it.
is this gonna stay between us?
I mean, why would I exactly share with anybody else?
Show it, no.
No, share it. I'm not going to share with anybody
Share
else.
it.
No, share it, yeah, share. I'm not going to share with anybody
I understand
else.
if Blue asks, he's your captain. I understand, but
What the hell did you find something like that anyway?
it's at that wizard's tower. Where else would I find something, magical? So
You kind of use it up and down like.
that was a little bit of me coming through. I'm sorry.
You kind of use it.
That's me.
You use it up and down like.
Magical.
I don't know your life. I don't know exactly where you find something like that. That's.
Well, we just went to that wizard's tower.
I'm just saying. For all I know, you've been holding on. Christ, that's me coming through. Fucking Peter, dude.
She wouldn't say it like that.
Fucking Peter, dude. I
just want to know if it's staying between us. Again, yes or no question.
I want to share the fact that I know what this is.
Okay, cool. I'll see you later. Just turn around, just walk back.
Why is there
You're welcome.
Stay out of my engine room, by the way. Huh?
there's popcorn in the fridge?
You bought it for me.
No. There's popcorn in the bag that Justin brought today. With
I forgot what was in there.
It came from my house because my mom doesn't like actual like popcorn in the microwave because it smells the whole house up like popcorn. So I gave it to him so that he could have
But
it.
she one of the ones that wants to have that like tin where you put the kernels in and butter and you just go like this.
We make our own popcorn on the stove, yeah.
That's a good about.
Whispers? No. I see how it is.
If you're tired, you must do a tell.
Oh.
Make it known.
It's disappointing.
I mean, it's not even that late though. I'm fucking tired.
I want to keep going.
I do too, but I'm fucking tired.
I understand. I'm really tired too. I really did not
Drink
sleep
another
much.
coffee.
If we would have started at 6, we'd be done by now.
That would have been great.
Yeah. Yeah, don't fucking question me when it comes down to animal shit. I fucking know it.
I didn't fucking say anything. I was doing a Google.
That's true.
Legitly.
I wonder if
I
I
was
will level
doing a
up
Google.
soon.
Do you even know what the most poisonous snake in the world is?
No. Do I care?
Is it? I want to say rattle, but that sounds really like
Black
stereotypical.
mamba.
Oh, okay.
And they can move at 40 miles an hour. And they got up to 10 feet long.
It's fucking sweet.
Animal facts with Beartooth.
Yeah. Bear-splaining with Beartooth.
Yeah.
Animal edition.
Don't ever argue with me about animals. I will prove you wrong every time.
None of us really argue. We're just kind of like,
Except for when you tried to tell me that I encountered a
come on,
copperhead.
female hyena's clitoris
Okay.
drags on the ground.
You
It
tried to
does
tell me I
sound
encountered a
outlandish
copperhead.
and kind of fucking.
It
What
was
the fuck
this
are you
long.
serious?
yeah.
Around.
So, like, when I learned that when I was
know
a
what
kid, I was like,
yes, it is. And I said, I found the one that I found. And I
I
said,
didn't even know what a
he's
clit
like,
was when I learned that.
Anyways,
Anyways.
do I know if he's been in the engine room at all?
Nah.
Yeah, because I just wanted to, because this was a quick little side note thing that Tinkers are able to do. That's what Tinkers are able to do. I'm able to make an item with magical properties that can. I'm sorry, I'm looking for it. That can.
detect the presence of other
Whenever it can be a static visual effect appearing on one of the object's surfaces, and the effect can be a picture.
Basically, essentially a hologram.
Yes. Well,
In our world terms, yes. More like a hologram.
I'm thinking like somewhere in like basically right when you walk into the engine room, you trigger like a. This could be a new thing that she does.
Almost like a fucking Halloween thing that when you walk by, it goes.
I mean, it's gonna be like a recorded message.
You read all of
know,
it except
yourself.
for
Please, I'm probably
Last
busy
part.
at the moment. If you see me right in front of you and I'm
spines.
doing something that looks like I'm busy,
the spines.
don't fucking bother me. You know, that kind of shit.
Leave a message.
Yeah, leave a message after the tone. You know,
I would allow that.
hit the button at the bottom that's red, not the blue one, but the red one.
I'll allow that, but you have to keep in mind your maximum amount of tinker things out at one point.
Yes.
So at the moment we have her spear, her
I said from
not trident. Your trident has the snake.
where it says
No,
51,
that's a completely
52, I
different
said
thing.
to Stop.
That's a completely
I
different thing.
read to 55,
You
56.
birth out of that.
You
Yeah.
Sorry, it's
said
meant for us to
that.
have looked
That's
up.
okay. I'm just letting
What
you
I
know
wrote.
that it's a different thing.
Okay. Sorry.
It's to invest a spark of magic in objects that would otherwise be mundane. To use this ability, you must have Thieves' Tool, Tinker's Tool, or other artisan's tool in hand. You then touch a non-magical item as an action and give it one of the following magical properties. And then at the end of that, it says
It has the thing.
the chosen property lasts indefinitely.
Yes. Okay.
So
Oh, that's not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted. Fuck. I opened up the wrong thing.
it's like a little laser on the floor, and if you tripwire it, it's like a hologram of her that pops up. That's like, hey, fuck off.
Yeah, that's
Hey,
yeah.
fuck off.
I definitely
Hey,
follow you.
fuck
It's
off.
just been forever since I fucking looked at what
okay.
I wrote for.
I just read it, so I was like, oh, that'd be a cool thing to add in case someone
Yeah,
tries
yeah.
to
No,
come
no.
in my room.
I'm totally with you. I'm not trying to stop you.
It's not my actual room, but the engine room is basically my room.
because I so homebrewed your class between like
Yeah, I would just
the
like to know.
like the 50 alchemist and
I would just like to know if maybe
Magical
I
tinkering.
can
That's right. Okay, yeah. First of all, one of the properties of Fallen Joys multiple objects, such as one object at a time. Maximum number of objects you can affect with the feature at one time is equal to your intelligence modifier. There we go. Okay, I knew there was a maximum to it, but it is separate from your the +1 weapons and all that. Yeah. So you're able to have.
I just want to know if I'm able to put some sort of counting mechanism to know how many times someone trips that wire, because she would know to step over it. But
Essentially, yes. I see what you're going for. I totally get it. I would say, give me a tinker check just to see how well you do it.
I would add to something, and to question, would it be something that would take up a slot for that?
No, it would not. No, it wouldn't take away. It wouldn't. No.
It's stationary that it would be on the ship.
The slots for what you're talking about is solely separate. You can have an amount of them equal to your intelligence modifier, which is what, 4?
2.
Intelligence?
My modifier?
Yeah.
2.
Oh, +2. Okay, so you can have 2 of these effects at once.
That's what I'm saying.
Yep.
Would it affect that?
It would be one of those, yes. But this would be the first one you've done of them.
Okay. Because I would assume it could be easily broken. It's just going to be a little thing that pops up.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's not in the same category as like the +1 weapon you gave her and whatnot.
15 tinkering.
15. I'd say easily enough. You're able to
just
create
a little counter that pops up, flips like an old.
Yep, and also tripwire, because it does specify when it's tapped or whatever, or
I just
it'd be something that would constantly do it. I'd say with your amount of tinkering, you're able to do what you're looking for. That's tripped. You're able to count, and you're able to tell if somebody's been in there when you're not in there.
While you're doing this, I'm gonna go make a soup.
Okay.
Hungry now?
I just wanted to make sure that I mentioned it in case, 1, there are ever intruders and they ever go into the engine room. You'd have to account for the fact of that tripwire.
Yep.
And 2, the fact of if someone tries to sneak up, they'd have to try to avoid that tripwire.
Yep.
Okay.
I agree. And with that check, like I said, I would allow all of that. So this would be one of those. So somehow drag it somewhere. You're able to have 2 of the magical tinkering objects. That would be one of them. Because that's separate from your...
Yes.
Whatever the other one's called.
Infused
item. Infused item is separate, yeah. Because that goes up eventually according to your proficiency bonus. So that's separate. That is say the snake that's on her trident and the thing you put on his shield. Yes.
Thing, yeah. Hopefully you never actually think it's a real spider and flick it off or kill it.
I'll be okay.
It's that tiny.
By the way, Justin, I'm fucking tired.
Yeah, we're trying to wrap it up. I'm sorry. I just really wanted to write that in really quick.
We started a bit late and I'm tired. I know you're not. You've had a lot of naps today.
I had a nap. Yeah, I had a big nap.
2 naps.
I had 1 nap.
2.
When did I nap the second time?
When you came back here the first time.
Oh, that's fair. Okay. Well, that was a half nap. I think it's still.
Fuck, man! I went upstairs to throw clothes on your bed, and I was like,
"Sup?" I was literally just about to text Kathy.
By the way, tomorrow, if you could help me, I would like to take those 3 air conditioners. 1 of them in Riddick's, 1 of them the girls, and then that small one in your guys' little room, because it should fit in that window, I think.
No, we can certainly try.
It is really fucking warm in there.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah, well, especially with that. I mean, with the window open, it's all right. You get a little bit of airflow, but I've had the curtains closed to close out the light.
Anymore, though. You won't be able to charge phones in here. You maybe run the fan. That's it, because that is an old line from the 40s. It's in there, so we can run the air conditioner.
That's fine.
But everything else you might want to do downstairs during the day. So
yes, I don't really ever charge my phone during the night here.
I do.
I appreciate it.
I need to charge my phone fucking 3 times a day. It'll literally just die just sitting, not being touched. It'll die.
Oh, that's why I'm glad I have this phone. Because
this is 3 years old now. Because I would go from 100 to almost 0 every day for 3 years, and now it's that's why I have the spare batteries, because it won't keep charging the entire day. So okay, once she comes back out, I respect you guys' decisions, and we can wrap up. I know. I could go
I'm
for
sorry.
I'm just throwing it. I'm just throwing
I
it.
really
no, it's
I'm
not
gonna
short.
stay up and enjoy it.
It's not. You're not kind of short. We've been here.
anymore.
We've been sitting here for 3 hours already.
You're fine.
We started around 8:30. We've been going 3 hours. It's fine. It's just, that's why I was trying I was trying to wrap up the tower thing so quickly because I was like, I wanted to get toward.
Huh?
I know I'm fine.
You're fine. You fine.
You fine. Yeah, no, that's why I wanted to wrap up the tower thing quickly because I was like, I knew it was gonna. I was like, no, I want to get to the next thing.
Okay.
So, no, you guys are fine.
Myself, I'm heading back to the hyena that has a very large clitoris.
No, because it's a boy.
Oh, it's a boy. Never mind, you're right. Okay.
Right.
You guys will all be boarding the ship and heading towards your ambush. Let's at least play out a little bit of you guys trying to maybe plan a little bit and heading towards there because
Do a little
we can
talk.
pick up at least
Heading there or setting up or
where you
whatever.
guys
How
are
long did
setting
it
up.
take us to get there?
It's only a few miles
It's in
outside
town.
of this town.
It's yeah.
A handful of miles outside
No
of that
rest
town.
whatsoever. Even though
Well, no, you have
none
a-
of us taken no
You have a full
damage.
rest. It's roughly a day before they'll be heading through.
Okay.
So you have almost a full day to set up. So you have almost a full day to set up because it'll only take you, roughly an hour to get there. And then you have almost 24 hours before they pass through.
Can I ask a random question? It's probably a no. Does Neth wear anything that has to do with Kingdom Protellus?
He would not know.
I wouldn't imagine it would.
I wouldn't know. Or
He would not know. I mean, you've seen him, and he
I
wears.
was just wondering if you
He wears pretty much exactly what you drew, and
I know, but I'm just making
Yeah.
sure that there's nothing.
No, that's fair.
Justin, I was
Triple
talking,
checking.
and we're gonna wrap things up. But
It's fair.
we're gonna
Triple
have a
checking. Yeah,
conversation.
he doesn't wear anything green or silver.
I would have
no.
just I don't
In fact,
trust
even his compass is much how you drew, like goldish. Yeah, even
I'm
that's
very aware.
even that doesn't look Kingdom Priscilla. Yeah.
Okay.
He doesn't seem to have as much as you've seen of him. Well, it seems like he has mentioned he grew up in Kingdom Priscilla and he was part of the Priscilla Guard.
Oh god,
He
This
was,
other one's hurt, man.
part of the
I don't remember him
military.
saying that to me specifically.
He described a little bit, because he was asking, you guys asked about where he learned to fly and all that, if I remember right.
I was way
This is a long time
Yeah,
ago.
I was up on the top of the ship looking for parts and stuff. I don't think
Probably,
I
yeah.
heard any of that.
Okay, well, that's fair.
So it's fine. I literally just asked him a question. It's fine.
Yep.
bite?
He does not, no. He does not wear any silver or green specifically.
Oh yeah, you just stick your tongue all over it. That's
The bottom of it.
And he certainly doesn't wear their emblem.
Oh, it's so good. Is that that cheddar bake-off?
Yeah.
I just had it the other
The Kingdom
day.
Protellus emblem is that lion in profile, like a lion face, like "Arr." And he doesn't wear an emblem or
Yeah,
anything.
yes or no question.
So, yeah. But good to know.
I would have double checked as I was standing behind him waiting to say something. I would have looked him over really quick just because I had seen those other elves.
So are we camping out or are we on the ship still?
I'm
Yeah,
saying
on the
you
ship.
guys are
Yeah.
heading to the ship, yeah.
Yeah, you guys are up on the ship.
Okay.
Darren, you guys are all reconvene, I assume, probably in the dining area. And Darren, goes back over the job once more describes it. So, sounds like we're trying to intercept this shipment, the Salvation, these hillbilly elves hanging through with this Verox shipment.
That's good.
How exactly?
I have no problem killing some elves.
I have no problem killing religious zealots. Any kind of ideas. They'll be passing through a little bit of forest, a little bit of woods, and a little bit of forest trail.
With my hyena?
Yeah.
Which he thinks is his. But he fed and likes him.
Because I'm retarded. It's fine.
Bear, did you get a pet?
Duh.
I'd say I'm not exactly a fan of all of these
Tell me about
creatures
it.
we're bringing on board. Might
Wait,
one or
can
two,
I
but-
whisper, lay down, roll over, and see if it will listen? If I do it very quiet. Lay down, roll over.
It listens to
Okay.
your commands, and sure enough, it lays down and rolls over.
Puppy dog
Can I
eyes.
perceive that? Can I perceive that?
Oh, her whispering? Yeah, it'd be you sleight of hand or deception for you, and then a perception.
It's going to be the same either way.
Yeah.
It's a 6.
I got a 12.
Okay.
So yeah, you don't notice. Yeah, sure enough, the hyena lays down.
I just look over at the
rolls
hyena.
over.
Roll my eyes.
Mind you, this is a pretty big hyena. It's taking up a lot of space in this dining hall room.
Make yourself smaller.
It just like curls in on itself.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, don't yell at me if I kill it.
Where exactly did you get this one? It's a little bit different
I
from...
told you to go hunting, not bring back a live animal. Are we gonna eat that thing?
I pull out rabbits and shit. I got all the meats.
Thank God he was clean, because I don't want to know where this thing came out of.
I just put them in the freezer. Let's put them in the freezer.
Yeah, but where did this hyena come from?
I don't know, but it just did a weird thing, and I did not tell it to do it.
I mean, it's kind of cute.
Come on,
But
Blue.
it's still a really big creature. It'd be taking
That's
up a
what
lot
I
of
thought.
space here on the ship.
I can't even walk through the hallway with that thing.
I have room.
Well, you're
If
willing
it
to keep
stays
it.
in your quarters,
You're willing to keep it in your quarters. That's fine.
I'll have to
And you're
draw
willing to
fucking
clean
another
up.
chalk line.
Bear, I need you to clean up after it. Feed it, water it, keep it safe. Are you able to do that?
Remember the last pet he had, Blue?
What was the last pet he had?
You don't
I
remember
can't
the
have
last
it.
pet he
I
had?
can't have it. I can't have it. Even though I
What
have
was the last pet he had?
Exactly. He lost it.
Lost what?
How the hell am I?
The last pet he had.
What was the last
How
pet
the
he
hell am I
had?
gonna lose this?
I don't know. The last one you had was pretty big.
The fuck was my last pet?
Whatever you had for the last pet that you feel like maybe you had.
Oh,
She just fucking with you, yeah.
Just maybe.
I thought for a second you were referencing the homunculus, which of course Darren didn't know anything about.
Which still, yes, I was.
Yeah, Darren didn't know anything about that. Darren wasn't in there.
You done.
You guys didn't share that story with him yet.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, he knows. He knows how he reacts to the name. You know that
Yeah,
name.
but he has no fucking idea.
Well,
You guys never told him.
I'm telling Blue. The name that I told you not to say was his last pet, and he remember how he said he killed it. And it's
You
sensitive.
killed your last pet.
We don't need to talk about this. What are we doing?
What did you do? Squeeze it and hug it? Love it too hard?
the hell wasn't that?
He didn't call him
Did
George.
you love... Yeah, that's what I was going. Thank you. Did
was,
you love it too much?
No, I was taken over by magic, and I punched it.
So back to business.
We're getting paid a very good amount for this Verox shipment. The
Probably.
amount that we already received will be enough to fly the Matilda for some time. This extra bit we'll be getting from this job, hopefully be able to perhaps upgrade the Matilda a little bit.
I'm working on that.
It'd be good money to have.
I'm working on it.
I know you are.
You've given me a fair amount to work on it.
Do you have any ideas on how we want to set up this ambush against this salvation?
Do we know which way they're coming from?
Did she say how many there were?
Well, they'll be coming from the Outerlands, so they'll be coming from the east. Yes.
What time of day is it?
Right now, probably late afternoon, early evening.
So, okay. And they're coming tomorrow.
Yes.
Okay.
You have roughly 24 hours, roughly, to set up an ambush
Did they say how
on the
many?
trail where they're going to be.
Sorry.
No, you're fine.
This would be something that, I'll say for the sake of brevity, Darren would have talked with her about to find out what...
Right. That's not what I'm worried about.
Yeah. So, that was just something I didn't bother including because... Yeah.
Flavor.
Yeah.
These reset at dawn.
Yes,
Hyena will be
at
gone by dawn.
At
and
dawn,
I know
at
that.
dawn, it goes away.
And I know that.
Yes.
Okay.
You guys identify. I assumed it again. You guys identify.
I would have.
And you know all the properties of it.
God, you're gonna make him think he killed it. Oh God.
I woke up in the middle of the night and I murdered it.
No, there won't be a body.
I know.
It's
It's magic. Everything.
Did they say how many there's gonna be?
Just sit back and...
Carrying a large shipment of Verox is hard to tell. There's going to be a large amount, I'm sure.
Well, that's why I was asking, Lark.
which I'm just saying we can totally skim off the top because she doesn't know how much is there.
Why are you doing this?
Because again, yeah.
I wouldn't worry about.
I appreciate your business savvy.
I wouldn't
to
worry
put
about it.
It is good though. Jesus.
It's really good. It's the best soup ever.
I appreciate your business savvy.
Okay.
I appreciate what I will refer to as your business savvy. I don't think we should be screwing over you.
Depends on the type of
We're
Verox.
okay with delivering human slaves, but stealing from someone who doesn't know how much shit she's going to be getting is crossing the line for you?
To be fair, I did.
Blue.
To be fair, I did not.
Not
To be fair.
She is female, and he is a male, so
What exactly?
probably
What exactly are you trying to say to everyone?
probably had some sort of relations.
Huh?
I'm not judging you and what you're into,
Nope, I got it in my hair.
but
You can't. Nope.
He was taking a little drag off of one of his cigarettes.
it really depends on what type and
Ruby
the quality.
and Ruby and myself never had any sort of relations.
I'm not interested. I'm just saying, she's female.
I rolled an 18 on insight.
You rolled an insight on him.
Uh-huh.
Okay. 18 is what you got.
18. 15 plus 3.
Hard to say. But he's telling the truth or trying to spin a lie. It's very hard to say.
Depends on the quality. That's all I'm saying.
I figured you, of all people, would know.
I've been sitting there at the table the entire time.
I don't until I look at it.
Obviously. I figured that was implied. Sorry for giving you credit. Yes. What do you need? Yeah, no. None of those are. Those from last week.
So you said.
So
you
what-
were
Oh my gosh!
from-
I'm really sorry. Oh, go ahead. And then
you were
again.
coming from what side? You said
They would be coming from the east,
east. All right.
heading
so
westward into the Everguard.
west, north.
I
south.
would like
They'd be
to
coming
know.
from the east, going towards the west. Correct.
Yes.
And we are where?
At the moment, you're about a mile or maybe 2 miles north.
North. Okay.
Yeah, and like I said, so I mean, obviously, it only takes maybe an hour to get to where you're
I'm
going.
gonna say we're here.
You will have plenty of time. By this point, in fact, Neth will probably go and lifted the ship off and headed that
We have enough
direction.
intel to know, like, a rough number of people, correct?
I already asked
Probably
that. He
quite
said a
a
large.
few. Probably quite a few because it's going to be a lot of Verox and they're looking to sacrifice it to their
And
goddess.
it's just us three. Is Darren gonna come?
That's a good question.
Yes, I mean,
How about Neth comes with us?
Darren, are you a part of this battle? I keep changing the accent.
I'm certainly not against it. The sort of amounts that we're going to be offered, I wouldn't mind being a part of the adventure.
Is he across from me?
I mean, probably, sure.
Or
You're
standing?
all like in the dining room, yeah, in the dining
Standing?
hall. Yeah, probably either staying or sitting. However
I
you
would
guys
like to
to
walk
be.
up to him. Go like this. I would like to see how squishy it is.
Probably
Roll me an insight
squishy as
check.
mine.
Roll me an insight check.
Another one?
Yeah, sure.
I just incited him. You're dead to me. I just want to know how squishy does it squish.
He's pretty solid. I mean, he's
big
still in
dude.
shape for being maybe on the back end of his adventuring career. He's probably in his upper 40s. Like, he's a bit older, maybe early 50s. It's hard
The
to tell.
squishiness generated my response to that.
Okay. He seems to still be in pretty good shape. He looks to be some kind of martial fighter, as far as you know.
Maybe you're not as squishy as I thought.
Well, I appreciate that.
Because if you would have been squishy, I'd be like, well,
I appreciate
it's a
that.
little squishy.
What about Neth?
What about
Look over at. Is he here?
Oh, he's at the helm.
Oh,
Can I-
okay. Well, I was asking as me.
Oh, sorry, yeah,
is
he's
he
at the helm,
Here?
yes.
It's okay. It's
Sorry,
okay. I should
he's
start
at-
doing this. I'm
He's
sorry.
at the helm.
Yeah. Hey, how about he comes on one of our adventures? We don't really know what he's up to or what he does or what he can do.
Generally, he guards the Matilda.
Yeah, but how good is he at guarding her?
You can certainly get her up and moving faster than I can.
That doesn't
that's
mean
right.
anything.
Sorry, real quick. Since he's not there, I would like to use messaging and go boogie, boogie, boogie to Neth.
Okay.
Because I forgot
You
to
hear that?
finish that last time.
You hear that? There's a moment.
No.
Pause.
I boogie, boogie, boogie to him through my
I know,
messaging.
through the message. Yeah, I know. There's a
What's
moment. Pause.
magic people's names again?
There is Kazato.
With G, right?
K.
Koz.
No, I don't need the full name. I just need first letters.
Psyche.
With an S.
Okay.
And
Anna.
Ano, which is an A.
I have his name.
There's a moment, pause, and you actually get back a message. What the fuck are you doing?
I would like to change my voice and say boogie, boogie, boogieing.
That's very cute. Isn't it?
I don't know, is it? She would be able to resist.
Are you talking to Neth?
It's a message.
Oh, is it in the head? Okay.
It's all in the head. You have no idea.
God damn it.
As I say, yeah, reasonable deduction, he seems to be familiar with the spell, yeah.
She wouldn't have been able to. It's like she wouldn't have been able to hold back. I don't know,
he's
isn't it?
enough of a magic user, it would seem. He seems familiar, and he responds to it via message, yeah. So he responds to the message as he is able to do. Thank you, Critical Role.
I'm just saying we don't know a lot about him, that's all.
Well, you've seen him. He's not exactly
Yeah, but you've seen smaller people do more damage.
a fair little one.
But do you want the Matilda left unguarded?
No, I can stay there.
You're not staying here. You're earning your keep. I mean, I can't help but think that was a Zayna response.
Exactly. I tried to do it so. Zayna holds her shit together better than
That just
Kathy.
means I'm gonna be there to annoy you, Zayna. You gonna bring a frog?
What the?
You see a new little bag. She pets her bag. She goes, I got more tricks in the sleeve.
Oh, that's new. Lord, did you kill it?
No, I didn't. That's a thing. Holy shit!
What is it?
Mosquito, like this fucking big.
That's not a mosquito.
No, it's a mosquito.
No, when they're that big, they're not mosquitoes. They actually don't suck blood or anything.
No, it's a mosquito. Come look at it. It's a mosquito. It's a big fucking mosquito, but it's still a mosquito.
Leave it to a mosquito to get us off track.
It landed in the
That
fucking
is not a
ashtray.
mosquito.
What the fuck is it?
I don't know. Remember the name or anything?
Are they like mayflies or whatever the
There you
fuck?
go. That's the day I was.
It's a mayfly.
No, it looks like a fucking mosquito. Big ass mosquito just landed in that ashtray. And I'm like, fuck
They
you.
do. They look like them, but
They
they're
do not suck the blood.
Well,
They're too
it
funny.
don't do nothing now.
Other than just.
Dead now, yeah. Dying.
So,
Sorry, buddy.
So are we
but-
ever gonna figure out what Neth can do then? I'm asking Blue. I mean, you don't really trust him with the Matilda forever, do you?
I trust him as a pilot from what I've seen so far.
Absolutely. I'm not gonna take that away from him.
well,
but
we need all hands on deck here.
that's fine. I'm just saying, maybe future, he should be a part of it. What does he do, really, to earn his keep?
He pilots
shit.
Matilda.
Yeah, well, I keep her running, so... I don't
Bring up a
necessar-
fair point.
You never necessarily told me I had to fight every single mission.
You have fair points. I'll have a discussion with him. He was part of the Portellus Guard. I'm sure he's capable enough fighter.
I don't trust him. That's all.
It's fair, but he's part of the crew. It's up to me. He's part
That's
of the
why
crew.
I'm talking to you about it.
He's part of my crew. As far as I'm concerned, he's part of it. Whether you trust him or not is not pertinent to me.
I'm just making sure you know that I don't trust him.
Inter-crew conflict is not something I deal with.
That's fine.
As long as
I'm
it doesn't
just
affect the
making
jobs.
sure you know if you cared about my opinion at all.
I do, little one.
I thought you did.
I do, little one. I will talk to him. I'll figure out exactly what he's capable of.
You can send him my way one day.
That said, send him your way.
Yeah, we can have a private talk. Private tussle.
His blue ears in his head. Bow chicka bow wow.
God damn it.
You will be very familiar with that spell and just kind of.
What? What'd she do? What'd she do? I'm trying to talk to the captain.
I didn't say anything.
You're clearly distracting him.
I didn't think you.
Feminine eyes.
From everything I didn't think you were interested in elves.
I'm not. I'm just saying I don't trust him. Ah! He's the newest one. Clearly, this one I also don't trust, but I know her pretty damn well. We've been together for some time. He's the newest one in our group. I don't trust him. I haven't seen what he can do. I know what these guys can do. Beartooth has a plan.
I'm sick of the distrust between you women.
Do not go there.
It's your little hyena friend.
I will take you
sits
down.
beside me.
I will take you down, Bear.
You guys are not capable, and you also are not.
I've heard that once in a while. And yes, I know you beat me in an arm wrestling match, but that does not mean anything.
Neither one of you are equivalent to me. Anyways.
Yes, you have a plan.
We have a job. Captain is speaking. We must listen to Captain.
I'm listening.
Now,
I would like to put
quit your
my hand in the
squabbling.
bag.
I could squabble if I want to.
You like put the honey back in the bag? Okay.
It goes back into a ball and I can put it back. I can't remember what you said. I can put it back in
Vote people off this ship.
We're not voting anyone off my crew.
This is not a republic.
I'm just
With that,
asking
there's a.
questions.
It's a little ball. As the giant hyena turns into a tennis ball sized ball.
Okay,
What?
Manchester.
What the fuck did you do to it?
No one got that.
So how come she gets the hyena?
Magic.
The hell is that?
Could we use that in future plans? Can you just throw and make a hyena?
Beartooth, I heard you have some sort of plan for this.
I just did.
But it takes
We will
all
talk
of
about
us,
this later.
everybody aboard this ship, including the vain ones.
So you?
When I say vain ones, I'm talking about.
Yeah, she got it. She got it. Zaina's fucking with you. As in vain, as in like.
It's not all about jokes and games here, darling.
Don't call me darling.
Give me a wisdom saving throw.
God damn it. 18.
I like the general idea of what you're saying. But are you including the other people on the ship?
18.
They must pull their weight. That's what we talked about.
Yes. That's what.
Can I like smack myself in the face?
You can.
I would like to smack myself in the face.
Okay. Your cheek turns a darker shade of blue.
Or does it turn purple?
Depends on the color of your blood.
So, Darren, I've drawn up battle plans.
That's it?
Huh? You slapped yourself in the face. I don't know what more you want from me.
We allow yourself, Zaina, and Asha to get a head start.
Asha?
Asher.
Ashler.
Ashler. Okay.
Why don't you just stick to Ash? It's easier.
Alright, Ash. Let them find their way around and get behind the line. And then myself will start to become the distraction to what everybody is worried about. I am big, and they must worry about me. And then the others, the ones that have the magic through their blood, must pull their weight.
Nope.
Yes, sacrifice the child.
No, not the child. It's just the adults. I only put the adults in there.
No.
And this one.
You can't just utilize what we have.
As they run this way and come.
No one said they were murderers. If
I
there's a
start
child in
running
front of
this
them, they
way.
might be,
And these two
concerned.
follow behind me to make it look like.
Yes, the people that want to destroy all the Verox in the world. Let's put people with Verox running through their veins right in front of them. Not the best idea.
I must pull their weight.
My only problem with that is that the three down there, well, even just the two adults, Kazado and Saki, the two of them aren't exactly fighters.
And I want to put the Verox-infused people in front of the people who want to destroy Verox.
We don't know if they would know what
That
that is.
said, I think it would be a good chance to put Neth out in the front line and see what
There you go. You win. Leave my people alone.
I'll,
Let my people live.
I'll speak to the three of them if Kazado is willing to help.
Who's
It would be
watching
up to
Matilda?
him.
But Beartooth was thinking, they have Verox in their veins and everything. That's definitely what powers almost our entire
Yes, but they
world.
have no magic.
No magic. But we don't know that. We have no idea
Yes,
what
we
they're
do.
capable of. So if they get put into a shitty, scary situation, who knows what they're capable of.
Don't you think being in a fucking box would be a scary situation? Don't you think that a harpoon coming
Not
through the
when
box
they were
would be a very...
tranquilized and fucking put to sleep to be put in the box.
They have no magic properties.
You don't know that.
Yes, we did we did a look-see. We did a talk-see.
How was the look ski? How was the talk ski?
Pretty fucking good.
That said,
This is me arguing with Fairbairn. I love you.
Yeah.
it's an interesting idea. I'd be willing to put Neth in that situation. Kazado, I'll at least see.
Sacrifice Neth?
That's,
Not sacrifice
I didn't say
yourself
that.
right now.
I didn't say that.
No?
I
Okay.
wouldn't sacrifice any of them.
Don't worry.
I'll consider it.
Sacrifice Zaynab?
I'll
Zaynab
consider it
can hold
sacrificing
on.
any of you to put you in a dangerous situation. I wouldn't be willing to do it if I wasn't willing to do it myself. Therefore, I'll come along. I don't mind the idea. I understand what you're saying, Beartooth.
I like the idea of a
You
distraction.
are big.
Perfect distraction. He distracts us all the time.
Yes. Oh, yes. Especially in the
Putting the
morning.
people with the Verox.
Yeah, Bear. Do the naked.
Yes. Do that. Do that thing you do in the morning.
I will need my armor. I can't just run out there naked. No.
You can just have the armor on.
Oh yeah, have the armor on. And my fucking dick just dangling down there. No. Even though I had a roll for size.
Dangling.
Or
Yeah. Who knows? But the way
We
I
all
was
do.
looking at it was, we have no idea what.
We all would know.
we all know.
Going through the veins, we have no idea what they're capable of. Put them in a shitty situation to where it's scary, it's fucking frightful. Their life is on the line.
That's what I'm saying about
What
Neth.
can they do?
No. Zena would be speaking up.
I'm
Zena
not
would
opposed
say
to
no.
it. Well, at least need to speak to them. I wouldn't ask Kazado to put his family in trouble's way. Himself, however.
You already put him back in a damn box.
You shut the fuck up and let him speak.
Nope.
Kazado, at least, we leave it up to him. It'll be his decision.
That's fair.
We can speak of this on the way. I have that already. Turning the Matilda toward where we're going. Once we get there, we'll look at the lay of the land, figure out how this could work. I appreciate the idea.
I do like the idea of a distraction in Bear.
Between Bear and
But not the people that are leaving soon.
there might be enough at least to stop whatever convoy this might be. Long enough for the rest of you to get in position, myself included. So,
we're just going to overtake them with power.
seems that way.
We don't know what they're wielding.
Nope.
We don't
Are
even know
you
how many
scared of a
there
couple
are.
of elves?
Couple,
Mind
no.
you, they're two special forces. This
I
is
have
what
two
I did.
hands. Couple I can deal with, but
This is what I did.
yes. So I agree with you, distraction. But I'm saying after distraction, you say that we all go towards
You
and
come
use.
from behind. That's what the arrow's doing now. You come from behind.
Sure. But you don't know where the Verox is going to be, in the front or behind.
No, I don't even care about the Verox. I care about killing
It wouldn't
everybody
be-
that's traveling with
You're
me.
just saying we ambush them and kill them all without them even knowing.
Yes.
I'm not
Murder
opposed
You
to-
still don't know how many there are.
Murder
not
hobo.
murder hobo.
Right up your alley.
It's not murder.
I'll have to make more bullets.
That we're trying to save the Verox for the person that we're working for.
completing a job.
Maybe we go back
Okay.
even to the bar and get the orcs.
You're not going to give them any choice?
Could we do that?
Oh.
Murder hobo. Right up your alley.
Like,
I don't
I
have
have
any
money
bullets.
I can even pay to all of them. I have 809 fucking monies. Gold.
Monies.
Arcade tokens.
Yeah.
Play off games.
I like the idea of getting more in numbers.
We have 24 hours at this point.
Won't they know it came from this village that's near, though?
We don't know.
We don't. That's my question. Is that
Something
going
at
to
least to
inconvenience
discuss.
Ruby?
My only problem is I don't like the idea of adding more to our numbers that we don't know. But at this point, you're all my crew, and I trust all of you. I'm not one to purchase sellswords on a whim.
You never know, yeah.
I prefer a small crew that I trust as
Can
opposed to large
I
numbers.
do a mention?
Can I real
I
fast?
am a sellsword.
Hey, the babe. Hey, the babe.
What?
That would be Justin having to roll and decide what to do for all of the enemies, plus all of these NPCs.
No, I'd be fine with that. It has nothing to do with DM-wise.
There'd be like 8 fucking things that you'd have to control.
No, that has nothing to do with me.
Shh.
Um,
I'm helping.
no, I would think it'd be more like,
I agree with the trust issues.
yeah,
I say if we're such a small party, we try to misdirect them. Does anybody know
native
how
lives NPR.
to create illusions?
No.
not that
That's
I know of.
right, I do. I can create an illusion of, say, the package. Maybe we could scout it, see what it looks like beforehand. Give me some time. Maybe we could just misdirect.
If these zealots are concerned with Verox, just simply creating some sort of Verox in their path would be
We're
enough to cause them to stop. Instead of putting someone like Zato, these Verox-infused slaves in front of them, perhaps putting Verox itself.
We already said
Do
we weren't
remember,
gonna.
I have to roll.
We already said we were not going to deal with them, so they're not part of this plan.
Putting an illusion of some sort of Verox that they'd have to stop and investigate.
No,
Not a bad idea
the
either.
package that they are taking, that we're stealing, I could create an illusion that it's still there, even though we took it off its path.
I see.
And what would you do if it's huge?
I could do that.
I think she's more worried about.
Distraction.
That would have to be a pretty big distraction. That's not that big.
Beartooth is a pretty big distraction.
He could be a very big distraction. You could just put him and Mr. Captain over there together, cause some sort of ruckus, get all of their attention, and we do a little swapperoo. We don't even have to fucking fight anybody.
But I thought you liked killing harmless things.
I don't.
You know,
in fact.
I am so
It
glad I
wastes
didn't go to
bullets.
Afghanistan with you fucking for, because that is exactly what we did in Afghanistan all the fucking time. We
What, argue?
We put a 240 and a saw gunner where mine path is at, and then everybody else got behind them. And then we stopped firing, and they just obliterated.
Sure. Kill them all.
I know.
That's a total fine plan. But you don't know how many there are. We just know it's a large group, and we are not a large group.
We don't know that it's a
I
large
wasn't a
group.
large. We didn't have a large group.
He
He
said, it
said
was
large shipment.
There was only 12 of us when we did this.
I asked how many people there were, and he said a large group of people. Carrie.
We don't know. We haven't met with the group, so we have no clue.
We're assuming large. He's assuming large. I asked, he said large.
It would likely
get
be a
that.
large amount.
I get that. So a large amount to me would be 30 plus.
Sure. Can you alone take 30? I'm not going to ask that because you're going to say yes. I don't need to hear some sort of war story.
But what I was saying,
his arms.
the way I was putting it is, you
Barry
guys,
can take as many men as
you guys, because it's a very wooded place still, right?
Yeah.
Plenty of places to hide, yes.
Yeah, you guys take your movement, you go around.
No, 100%. I know what
you
you're
get
saying.
behind them.
You're just saying
and as I'm running towards them, I get maybe halfway, 3/4. You guys come from behind.
Sure. So you're picturing 30 plus people, let's just say. You just lonely old little you coming up to be the front, to get their attention, maybe whatever. We come up behind them without them knowing and shoot them from behind.
You don't have to shoot them. You can just come up and do whatever the fuck you gotta do.
I'm going to shoot them. That's what I'm saying. Shoot them. That's what I do. Now, I can only shoot 2 at once in a certain amount of time. There's only, sure, they're not going to be moving so much. I might be able to get a few, but 30?
Austin, this was so much easier with guns.
How? What? How quickly does Verox burn?
Depends on what you're using it for. You mean my blasters?
No, like what if we just make some of it explode and take out them all and then take what's left back to what's-her-nuts?
Then we won't get paid as much.
That's true.
Because she's only going to give us what she
I'm
sells.
not interested in destroying more of the cargo.
And it'll cause, I mean, it's going to, if you're talking about an explosion and when it's Verox involved, yes, I could make it explode, but it's going to explode very...
Explode.
And it's only going to explode all of it at once. I can't just explode half of a shipment. That just doesn't work that way.
I would say this is where it's not because we're not agreeing on anything.
Something to think about. Nothing's going to get us there. We still have time. We'll have 20-some hours to consider the plan.
If it's less than 30 people, yeah, I'll just fucking kill them all. But 30 people? Look, I'm not wasting 30 bullets on 30 people. It's not happening.
You don't have to shoot all.
Yes, I do.
Have you seen his axe? He has great axe.
I know. And if I have a door...
Try that out.
Show it to her now. I even did gold and brown to where the fucking handle was.
Oh
like
my god.
Yeah.
Flippy, 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 flippy. Try it.
I'm not saying you guys can't hold your own or take out as many as you, however you want to take out. I'm just saying
that big of a
I'm always
badass.
going to just prepare for myself to take out as many as I have to take out, which if it's 30, then it's 30.
It would not be. If there were 30, then you're saying you have to take out 30. You're assuming that we're just going to stand around and be like, ooh.
That's what I just said. No, I know you can hold
There's
on.
4 of
Eat
us.
apple while Asher fucking.
It would be
that's
like-
all.
I'm going to have an
7.
aneurysm.
It would be like 7.
Don't joke about aneurysms. Those are not jokes.
I know, my
Those
hand
are
died.
terrifying.
It would be like 7.
Fucking silent killer.
You know what?
Can you handle 7? Murder hobo?
You're so
Do you need a frog to help you?
No, but you do. I will shoot it right now.
How does Darren feel about my battle plan here?
I will take.
I like the idea.
I'll take that little snake off. I made
Positioning
that for you. I'll take it back.
Snacky snack.
The idea of the positioning is certainly sound. The idea that we go ahead and separate a little bit, we hit them from more than one side, is a good idea. Any sort of distraction, at least get them all to stop.
Well, I got 3 distractions.
Shoot your face.
No, she's got a good point. 3
How many?
distractions.
3.
Of what?
1, 2, 3.
No, I hear.
They're gonna be distracted by frogs.
No.
Yeah, 2 left, so...
No, I put the other one back.
Okay, well, that's...
Does it count if I put them back?
I don't think there's no rule actually on putting it back. I basically just kind of...
Yeah, sure, that's fine.
So 2, a D8 and a D8.
2.
2 D8s.
A 1 and a 6.
7.
So you throw out a 2 mostly brown fur balls that both go 1 into a... looks similar to a hyena.
Wait, which one is this?
Nowhere near as big. The 1
The 1?
is nowhere near as big. Almost a chaos size jackal. The 6 is a bit bigger, a bit smellier, and pretty streamlined. It is a giant weasel.
Wow. Wow.
Oh my god.
So you have a small snow leopard, 19 frogs.
She's her own
18.
little army. You might as well just put her
18.
as a distraction. Anyone's gonna look at that and be like,
18
what?
frogs. And
17.
a weasel and a jackal.
I'm just joking.
A giant
You know
weasel.
what a jackal is, right?
Yes.
Okay.
This is going to go wonderfully. And we can end it there. Join us next week for the next episode of the Akela campaign. For the next episode.
DnDnRaillery.
Yes, DnDnRaillery. Next episode, we will do part 2 of the ambush episode.
Looking forward to the ambush.
Yeah. The ambush. Yeah, I've actually had this one planned for a little while. It's one of my, or the interception. I'm sorry, I named it the interception.
Sorry we had a bit of an argument between the three of us. Because
How dare
It's bound to happen. We share small quarters.
I will also say
We have big
thank you
personalities.
for the viewers that we had that tuned in. For those of you watching on YouTube, thanks. You can find us on Twitter at DnDnRaillery. You can find us on Facebook, facebook.com/DnDnRaillery. You can find out all the art that our lovely art department does.
Speaking of art
Instagram.
Art department.
Instagram/DnDnRaillery.
No,
Speaking of art
for you
department,
to go like, I'm the art department. Hi.
Department.
me and the wife have decided to start doing canvas painting with acrylic paints because they don't mix. What we did today was not very good. It looks great though, and we are going to put some of our favorite band song sings
Lyrics. I got you.
on the canvases. The first one we're going to do is going to say. No.
It is going to say, will clarity become the cure for my disease? From
Bear
the band
Beartooth.
Beartooth.
Appropriately. Yes.
So that's why I named my
I can't hear Beartooth without thinking fucking Bear G from Inglourious Bastards.
Oh my god.
Sure, if you heard it, you heard of him, you heard of Bear.
By the way, we got the idea of doing the canvas from.
Actually, they got the idea from Game Grumps. Their 10-minute power hour on acrylic pouring. So thank you, Game Grumps. Thank you, Aaron. Thank you, Dan. You guys are fucking awesome.
And thanks for the fucking stick game that we downloaded and played the other day.
That as well, yes. The idea for D&D and Duel was brought also by Game Grumps and their wonderful 4-part series of Stick Fight the Game. So,
Which,
we
by
had
the
a lot
way,
of fun playing that.
I won with 76 kills.
That was a lot.
I can rearrange these.
It was a lot. So
You did good,
that was a
Bear.
good series. You can catch that on YouTube at the link that's in our Mixer description. You can also find that link, I'm sure, on our Facebook and on our Twitter. So thank you for tuning
Simply
in.
back panels.
Tune in later for possibly D&D, our next D&D and Duel. We never know when that's going to be. And also tune in on Saturday, as in tomorrow, for the next episode of D&D and Raillery, the Party Night campaign.
Party night. That is our friend Jacob. We call him Red because he's got a red soul.
And Irtos!
His name is Irtos, yes.
And Blaze
And he, it's his birthday. He turns, what is it?
I don't know.
Okay, we don't know.
Over 21.
24?
Like 4 or 5, maybe.
He's
He's still
29.
young. He's still young.
He's
29.
He's a kid.
Kid.
And
He's 29.
we, the wife and one of our other friends made a double cake. One was called Spice
Cake.
Spice
Cake, and the other one
It's
was
the spice.
Better Than Sex, which is a German.
German chocolates with lots of delicious yumminess on top. And by the way, I didn't get walnuts, I have pecans. That saddens me. Sorry.
Well,
I don't know if our tiny village store has walnuts, so I have no idea. Anyways, we made a cake. We're going to do a special
Murder Mystery Masquerade.
murder mystery masquerade. We're all going to wear masks.
It's a
But before that, we're going to do a shout out to our DM's dad, who is Harry Smart. He is going through.
He's actually last checkup cancer free. So hopefully that
Cancer-free.
sticks. It's he went through throat cancer and had to do some surgeries, some chemo treatments, but he did pretty good and came out the other side all right. So assuming that sticks, doing a little bit of benefit and all that. So we'll be out there tomorrow and big auction, big benefit support for that because cancer sucks and medical bills apparently suck even more. So. As rough as cancer is, the medical bills afterwards suck even more. So, doing a little benefit, but after that, we'll be here for DnDnRaillery Party Night campaign for the murder mystery that's planned.
And your DM is the lovely Kathy, my
Where's that
wife.
Betty?
All right. So, thanks all for tuning in. We will see you tomorrow night.
Enjoy.
Bye.
Peace out.